This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Well, as Tom Petty once said, the waiting is the hardest part. There it is.
Oh,
it's a birthday cake for
39.
No. We're not doing that.
Cha-cha.
We're not, yeah, he's the singer, okay?
Look at that, just a plain chocolate?
Store-bought cake for Patty. He doesn't get one from the cake lady.
Well, Pat.
Last year I didn't get one at all.
Oh, my
This
God.
year I get a store-bought cake.
Well,
Well,
Pat.
in our defense,
Cake lady retires.
Pat, in our defense,
We didn't
since
know.
you hadn't been here for the last 10 days, I didn't want to have Amy make a really.
I had a hangnail.
I didn't want like a Betty Ford logo on a cake, so
We don't need to go there.
We don't need to go there.
That was my ex-wife listening.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I don't want to go to court.
It was that's a nice little cake.
It's a cute cake.
And it's got a candle for each decade you've been alive.
I think you need to.
This is a Kroger special, $3.
That's
6, 7, 8,
Talk
8 candles.
about ungrateful.
Can you be grateful for what you get?
All right, well, let's cut into that Entenmann's.
Can you?
Don't blow those candles out.
seen
No,
this?
don't blow them out because I don't want to get your germs all over the cake.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
No, that's how it goes in the COVID era. You don't blow out.
$100 if you spit on that cake right now.
Do you?
Chantilly cake, I get a crappy one. Chantilly cake, I get a crappy one. A Scott and ice cake. $400 cake, I get a $3
Didn't we make
cake.
The candles cost more than the damn cake.
Yeah. Hey, the plate costs more than the cake. Hey.
Just kick it into the sewer. We're not eating it.
I ain't touching that.
Remember earlier when I
said about pills?
I'll see you in hell before I take a taste of that crap.
I'd rather eat worms.
What is happening here?
See Christy.
Real bad.
See Christy with her long needles.
We'll be lucky if this time next year Spam sponsors us.
It tastes better than that cake.
Did you see the writing on the cake?
There was no writing on the
It
cake.
said "Happy Birthday, Pat Goodwin," but I wasn't going to spend $3 for a second cake.
I didn't even. It's not even the icing.
Yeah, why didn't we just throw a Twinkie at him? Happy birthday, you son of a bitch. Just hit you right in the chest with it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Go back to Ireland.
Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know. Okay.
Everybody else gets a 50.
Oh, my goodness. The morning Pat felt left out. And the store-bought birthday cake. That's right. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Rabbit. November 1.
Unbelievable.
This year, at the risk of sounding like an ancient, I can't believe how fast this year's flowed, but it's gonna be Thanksgiving. Hello, Christy.
Hello, chick.
Look like you're gonna break into a house later. I like
Right?
it. She's at the Silac News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Christy looks a little like she's on the bomb squad.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Was that a show?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm watching.
More like SWAT.
I'm watching a British show called Trigger Point, and it's about a lady bomb squad. You know, they have ladies who do that now. And,
Of course.
yeah, bomb.
Does she have all of her hands?
You mean all her fingers?
I believe so. Yes.
Well, that's coming up in the news.
She's
that's why.
very good.
Oh, my.
No kidding.
It's coming up in sports.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Hello, Tom.
Yeah, we have missing digits in sports coming up. Actually, of all things. I hope you had a great Halloween.
I did not.
Oh, I sure did.
I certainly did too.
Yeah.
I conducted an experiment in my house. I've been in my home 8 years, and the first 5 years or so, I bought candy. No one came to my house.
Yeah.
So last night I tried. I didn't have anything ready, but I didn't turn off any porch lights, on any outside lighting. Didn't turn off anything. Sat in my living room and watched the TV that I watch. Not a doorbell rings, not a knock, not a
Okay.
not
so
enough.
it's just your neighborhood.
For 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know what's how my
You need to have lit pumpkins
house
and
is situated.
things that are inviting to people.
I would get up every now and then and go to the door and look out, and there was no one on the
Again,
street.
you need to have lit pumpkins.
There
and
was no
Halloween.
one on the
Look,
street. It doesn't matter.
Porch light on means
I'm open
yeah,
for business.
on Halloween.
Okay.
It does.
But
How many people did you have at your home?
Many.
It was like
I'm
Disney
sure.
World, right?
Yeah, I live
I'm
on a
sure
dead end.
people import.
I live on a dead end street, and a lot of people come up and.
Oh, yeah.
You should start just make it like Disney World on Halloween and
Well, we had a
sell
little-
fast passes.
We had kind of a buffet at my house. And,
Is that right?
Cool.
We had chili sliders,
oh, it's great.
ham and cheese sliders, soup.
What?
Yeah,
Why weren't we invited for dinner?
what do you call those cheese things?
Cheetos.
No, the ones with the wooden tray. What's that called?
A charcuterie
Yeah,
board?
one of those things. Yeah.
Halloween?
See, here's the part of him. Right now, I know he knows. I know damn well he knows charcuterie.
I couldn't
board.
think of the word.
No, you're lying. I think
I couldn't think of the
it's
word.
his way of trying to draw us into the conversation. He thinks that makes him have a common touch like Kennedy, and he doesn't.
I couldn't think of the word. No, we had all this. Then we had a bunch of people come over prior to the thing with their kids. It was.
Did you
fun.
get lit? Did you have a couple
right.
of cocktails? Yeah.
yeah.
I was actually tending bar.
Give me a slow screw
You had
up
a
against
bar?
the wall or something like that.
I was tending. I was pouring drinks for guests.
Well, that's nice.
Had a nice time. By the way, I went to the school party, my kid's school. I saw one of the greatest costumes I've ever seen.
Oh,
And then someone's going to go, I've seen it before. Well, I'd never seen it before.
Oh, you know I'm going to say that if I have.
Well, I know I'm trying to
Okay.
defuse it. It was these people, a bunch of them came as a photo booth pictures. So they would have their photograph. They were carrying around a wooden frame
Yeah.
with 4 slots in it. The top one was their picture. The second one was their actual face. And then their picture 2 more times.
that's
I
fun.
See, like a photo strip.
Photo strip. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that.
I've seen that all the time.
Well, I thought it was great. So whoever thought of it,
great.
very, very funny. A lot of very
You
clever
know,
stuff.
the kids walking around with their heads on a plate is very big this year.
Yeah.
It seems like every time I open my social medias, there's a tutorial on how to do it and a little girl walking around with it.
I looked up, let me see if I can find this, top costumes for this Halloween. And I only saw one of, no, I saw 2 of them. The Shrunken Head Beetlejuice.
Yeah, a lot of that last night.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Is that the hot costume? We didn't do
really?
we
Oh, I
forgot
didn't get to
do
see
that.
any of those.
I predicted Ray Gunn, the breakdancer, and it was a big one.
Ray Gun is number 2. I did not see anyone doing that. That must be an adult thing.
I saw 3 on the TV shows.
Yeah, I think that might be more of a, I don't know. I didn't see any, but who knows? Maybe that was popular
I
somewhere.
saw 2 cowboys riding a dinosaur, where the little kid.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, obviously their legs are the dinosaur legs, but it looks like.
I do like that big. It looks like inflatable.
Yes.
There was
Tyrannosaurus
one
My
of
son
those.
has that.
I saw
walking
one of
around.
those last night.
So
Yep.
fun.
That was great. Ghostface was number 1 in my neighborhood. There
No
were
kidding?
4 of them.
What's
Wow.
Ghostface? I'm not
From
familiar.
Scream, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
then
that's not a hot movie right now.
One of the classics that I've always loved is the sort of black leotard with a skeleton on it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
In the
I saw
dark,
one of those.
in the dark,
Glows.
in the dark, it glows, so it looks like a skeleton. That's classic.
Yeah, that is cool. I was really happy to see it,
And I
actually.
remember as a kid seeing that. I think it was like Little Rascals episode or something, and it terrified me. They had these dancers doing it.
Right.
This says the number 5 is number 4 is Envy from Inside Out.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of Inside Out girls.
I saw Sadness.
I saw
Yeah.
Sadness
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And then
It was very cute.
the Chipotle burrito outfit.
Oh, yeah?
I saw one of those.
Chipotle burrito.
Yeah.
Huh.
Are they just wrapped in like the foil?
Tin foil?
And then this is funny. The most popular dog costumes.
Oh, have you seen the husky that has a ambulance on his back, and he just he's the noise of the ambulance.
I haven't. That sounds great. Dog pool.
Like Deadpool, but only dog. Yeah.
Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. There is a dog pool in the new Deadpool.
The Stegosaurus, the hot dog.
Of course, classic.
By the way,
The hot dog.
speaking of dogs, as you know, I have 3 dogs. Of course. And I was taking them on. I had to walk them, of course, during Halloween. So
they're always busy, always moving.
no, you
Sure,
got.
they were freaked out.
You know, the one dog. If anything is happening, she can't poop.
Oh yeah.
She's got to have total silence, and so
Very
she was
delicate.
completely freaked out. God knows what she's done overnight. But the most popular dog costumes, also the mummy hot dog.
I'm
I
not
haven't seen that
familiar.
one. Have you seen the one where it looks like 2 dogs and there's a cooler in between them and they're walking into a party, but they're walking on. It looks like 2 different dogs.
I
and
love
they're
it.
Walking,
That's funny.
The back dog is carrying the back end of the cooler. It's hilarious.
I saw
Absolutely
a
hilarious.
picture of a white furry dachshund. It must be half dachshund, half
You mean
English cream,
long-haired dogs?
but white dachshund. White.
Okay.
I've never seen one.
Yeah,
Beautiful
they do have those. They're
dog.
beautiful.
Beautiful dog. In any event,
But they are white, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like
English cream.
bright white.
White, yes.
Have you seen the baby that's in the wagon that looks like the gopher from Caddyshack? Yeah, they got a little thing.
That's
on her
awesome,
head. They got a
too.
little gopher outfit on her, and she's got.
You
it's
know,
like she's coming out of a
I don't think
a
this
golf
gets
hole.
enough attention. Baby Halloween costumes have really come along.
Oh, yeah.
because it used to be just a pumpkin,
Right.
and that was about
A
it.
bumblebee,
but
maybe.
The baby in a pumpkin suit is awfully good.
We did
Wonderful.
that.
I saw 2 baby dinosaurs.
It's a classic.
Twins came over.
I
Wait a
saw a
minute.
little girl dressed as a Cabbage Patch doll. It was so cute. A
You-
baby, like a year
You
old.
took a baby out? No, whose
No,
baby
I
is this?
didn't. It was a friend of mine's.
Yeah, the 1 year older. I don't know. How old do you have to be to walk?
She wasn't
One
a
and a half. One. Okay. So
One-ish.
yeah, across the street, he was classic Charlie Brown.
Aw.
He had the black pants and the Charlie Brown shirt.
Yeah, but
Nice.
trick or treating is different. It's kind of like everything else in contemporary culture. You can expect to be getting emails today that'll be asking you, "Did you enjoy trick or treating at our house?"
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to have you take a 5-minute survey.
And texts and things.
Would
yeah.
you recommend our treats to your friends? When you woke up this morning, were you still eating your candy? What can we do to make this better for you?
Here was my tip. We got to vote while people were trick or treating because no one was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Sneaked
poll
over
was still
and-
open until 6.
You're
So
kidding.
we showed up at 5, and there was no one there.
Yeah, my place was an hour 40, so
Yeah.
I didn't even try.
It was great.
I got to tell you, I'm going to miss the texts and the emails from the political parties that I've been getting.
Are you
for the
kidding?
past 8 months. Yeah, I mean, mine was. It seems like I don't know, 20 a day.
Oh, well, if you want to get
Texts and
some emails, like I just said, go get your car repaired. You'll get 3 phone calls, 6 emails, and a survey.
It doesn't
and
matter
the
what-
Gallup
Where you
people
go?
will call.
AT&T, your doctor.
Yeah, there's nothing
Doesn't
here.
matter.
Everybody.
Nothing more
Everybody.
irritating than service. Let
Okay.
me tell you, I just hate it.
God is my witness. I received one yesterday from my anesthesiologist for my surgery. How was his service? I don't know. I was asleep. I guess he did his job well, and I woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd like to know how many people ignore those. They don't tell you that.
A lot.
47% of our customers say we're great.
Well, I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. Ignore all this
Yes,
whiny
negativity.
snark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you-
We were talking about having a blast.
I'm sorry.
Rate your
And
Halloween.
you bent
turned
into hating texts and emails. How did you do that? We were having a good time.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Josh. I would have missed that.
I'm just saying. Would you please rate the candy we got on a scale of 1 to 10?
Josh,
10
were you-
being the best.
dress for Halloween? Did you dress up?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Just sat on the porch?
Yeah, just the friendly neighbor.
I did. I dressed up like King Tut from
Really?
the Batman TV series.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was sitting there fanning myself with his
Now, if you'd like to dress up like a winner, I've got a suggestion for you. We call it Prize Picks.
You're right. It wasn't a very good lie I was telling. It's fine.
And Prize Picks could make you have a wonderful football weekend. Tell me more, Chick McGee.
That's right. Prize Picks. We are in the heart of football season, and it's the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. The app easy to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Prize Picks even invented the flex play, so you can still cash out even if one of your picks doesn't hit. For football this weekend, how about here's a couple of examples. DeAndre Swift to have more or less than 67.5 rushing yards, and Patrick Mahomes have more or less than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Go to prizepicks.com or just download the PrizePicks app today and use the code TOM to get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on PrizePicks. $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks. Run your game. Must be present in certain areas and states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Thank you very much, Prize Picks. Did I say that in English? Thank you very much, Prize Picks is what was supposed to come out of my mouth. I wanted to say, speaking of prizes, check out our Orange Insoles thing by going to bobandtom.com/contest. I'm talking about a 4K smart TV. You could win it. Details coming up. Also, Jets win.
Yeah, Aaron
Details
Rodgers,
next.
once again, the Messiah. We're very excited.
Yeah, playoffs. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Rabbit. November 1.
Right.
Holy hell.
Yeah,
Last quarter, Tom. Time for cap expenditures.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Spend money.
All I know is I've often talked about the fact that certain broadcast companies tend to do nothing but talk about the New York Jets. And while driving in this morning, honest to God, I heard a guy go, Jets in the playoffs now.
Oh, wow.
They won one after what? What'd they lose, 5 in a row?
Here they come. Yeah, they won last night, so that gets them to a robust 3-6.
I honest to God, they're playoff bound. Really? Well, maybe. I guess it's technically possible.
Your score 21-13 over the Texans at MetLife there in East Rutherford.
And we have some updates on some other sporting news, including blowing off your hand.
Yikes.
I think we have the video of it. One of the Jets receivers or running backs dropped the ball just as he was crossing the goal line, and it didn't count.
Oh, man.
So you can see how they're ready for the playoffs. Yeah.
This has been a big year for bad refereeing.
Oh, no, they got this one right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get to any of that news,
yeah,
we have to do a little bit of just a couple things in quick review.
Just a couple things in quick review.
There you go.
I forget when it happened yesterday, but we don't ordinarily review our dreams on the show. We did. We went over a few dreams. I had a bizarre dream about leasing a truck. I have no idea what that means. There was no sexual component, so it wasn't very exciting. But Christy had a very unusual dream. Can you give it to us again?
Yeah, I had a dream that I have 3 girlfriends that I have regular dinners with, and they were in my dream, and for some reason we were all showering together, which sounds like, oh, this is
so
gonna
far
be
so
fun.
good, by the way.
Yeah, right? But when you look down, these ladies all had male accoutrement, if you will.
Yeah.
Down
And you
there.
said one of them was hung like Arnold Palmer?
And I never said that.
Well, you should have.
did.
And how many?
And they were all hairy, too. Really hairy.
How many of you and your lady friends? How many of that total of women having dinner there?
There'll be 4 of us.
4 of us. I'd love to get in on that.
Okay.
Is that, maybe Josh and I could come on. And
I'll
maybe
invite you next time.
Oh, that'd be great. Wouldn't that be
it's
fun?
next
Josh?
Tuesday.
As I've said before, just record that so I can use it for my car alarm. Now, we also, I don't know, I'm quoted in this sheet today, I said I'm tired of hip-hop dicks wearing New York Yankees caps. I am.
Yep.
I am.
And then I believe you had a quote to follow that up with, but I'm not sure. I kind of forget that, but I knew.
I said something to the effect of
in the flavor you
I think
said
something
it.
like fewer than half of them are still alive.
Yeah.
Seems like pretty much a
No,
daily
something
thing you
you were
read about them
yelling
either
across-
being convicted of murder or killed. A chick had a musical request.
I did?
We got to hear "I'm Telling You Now" by Freddie and the Dreamers.
Yeah, it was rattling around in my brain. That's
Yeah,
exactly
it's very
right.
catchy. I suggest doing a deep dive in that today if you're looking for something to do. We reported on our green room. As you know, that's where we keep the coffee, et cetera, et cetera. We're trying to find out who the mystery person is that's drinking my real cream, my American Dairy cream, harvested by high-quality farmers, and it's the real thing. It's not almond
you and
milk.
Big dairy. All right, you like dairy. Are you sure it's not Pat?
Someone replaced it.
No.
No, Pat drinks coconut
Coconut
milk.
milk,
I am not buying it.
Wait, boys, you talk
I love
about
you, but I'm
getting
not
that
buying
coconut milk. You try finding nipples on a coconut. That is a lot of squeezing.
Let alone almonds.
Let's see. We finally got Josh after prodding him for months to come up with his list of his favorite horror films, which he came up with 2 lists: his favorite werewolf movies and his favorite vampire movies. And you posted it. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're posted.
Okay, very good. And these are your favorites. You're not suggesting those are the best necessarily.
Right, these are just my favorites.
What about
Yeah.
just straight ahead the scariest movies you've ever seen?
I'll make that list. That's a tough list.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Top of your head, what's the scariest? First thing that comes to your mind.
The movie that scared me the most when I saw it.
Yep.
Probably Halloween, The Exorcist, Insidious, and Ju-On. Those are the 4 that really terrified me when I saw them first.
I'm intrigued
What's
by the title.
last
Ju-On.
Yeah.
They made a remake called The Grudge.
Oh, I love The Grudge. Yeah.
And I was-
Japanese horror movie.
Right.
I had some ideas because there is Ace pointed out a Blackula series, and I was wondering if they'd made Blackenstein, and you said you looked it up and there was a
There is one,
Blackenstein.
yes.
And then I was suggesting that we make a movie called Steinenstein. It's about an accounting firm, and you get audited. You talk about scary.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. It comes out April 14th. You'll report that income, you little bastard.
Some people have to watch it every 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea because you could re-release the movie just before those quarterly taxes are due. Let's see, what else did we... Oh, we had a great call from Ed Septic with tips on how you know that your trick-or-treaters are too old.
I did have one with a full beard. I'm not making this up. A full beard and arm tattoos.
It wasn't his
He
costume.
held out his pillowcase. I just gave him the
And
candy.
made no mention of any. I know I'm older. Just held out. his-
Yeah.
What are you, little boy? I'm an old man.
And I did see
Hell of a costume.
we had a lot of really little kids with their parents, which was sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
But there's also that second crew, and I mean crew. I saw 2 of them that were no fewer than 15 in the bunch.
Oh, fun.
That they travel in a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that weird age. I think your son's there, right, Pat? where
Exactly on the
they're,
cusp.
They're
Yeah,
like
as he
at
said.
13, where they're too cool to trick or treat.
I think
But they
Crew,
still want to hang out with their friends.
He went last night with his buddy. Yeah.
That's good.
I think Crew is out. Squad is in. I think, and I don't even think Squad's in anymore. Actually, now that I think about it.
Well, if I know it, it's no longer hip. I think
Have you heard of Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that. What was that thing a couple years ago? Squad goals.
Squad goals. Yeah.
Some douche thing that every idiot was.
Some
friends were
some douche thing that every idiot.
What are your squad goals? My
Teenagers,
squad goals not
having
my
fun.
squad goals not to have to talk to morons like you that pick up crap like this.
a lot of 13-year-old TikTokers who wanted
Yeah, okay. Chick McGee identified a random town as Up Your Ass, Idaho. I'm not sure where that is in Idaho.
There's 2 of them.
Is that in the Panhandle? Where is that in Idaho?
I'm not sure, but Idaho, glorious country up
It is
there.
beautiful.
The air almost seems crisper. I don't know what
It-
this
Is that,
There's
is that
something
the
about it.
smallest border with Canada? That little
Oh, it would have to be.
thing with Idaho?
Yeah,
That
it's
little
only like
cute little guy.
I'm pretty sure
That
it's
cute
like
little guy.
7.9 miles.
Okay. I heard they're building a wall.
Really?
Just for that little chunk.
Ah,
We're keeping an eye on
keep those Canadians
Hey, look,
out.
we got
Cheaper that way.
if the government, government had a surplus that year, and they went, what the hell?
This sounds exactly like
Just a wall in Idaho.
the next Christopher Guest movie.
Right.
Just,
I think it's just dumb enough for the government to do it.
Wall in Idaho.
Well, we're going to make it 600 feet high.
Hey, easy there, pal.
Going to stop right there.
Move along. Thank
So
you.
sorry. And if on Monday we'll have to say, and Chick McGee said he was going to miss getting all of the texts from this election.
I do. It's kind of, what's this? Oh, well, somebody needs money. All right. Well,
I
that's
have
a
not
shame.
gotten one.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
Well,
I've gotten like 3, and they're all from Missouri, where I haven't lived for 9 years.
Obviously, you're
Your
all
brother
less.
signed you up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, right. That guy who can talk through the TV.
Oh, yeah, the TV guy.
Let's see. We had a weird story in the world of sports. Aaron Rodgers is saying that he has discovered the fountain of youth, which is something called cayenne water.
Yeah, cayenne pepper and water. Pretty easy.
That evidently the punter for the Jets, Thomas Morstead, was drinking, and Aaron got wind of it and tried it and said it's the fountain of youth.
It's been around for a
yeah,
while.
and the lemon juice,
Yeah,
remember?
that's a fad.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's the comedian that's real fit? That he came in here with a big gallon of it one
It's a
time.
common juice fast.
Yeah,
And
it's
a cleansing deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a big cleanse.
Very common. Yeah.
Was Vince doing that?
Vince Morris.
Vince Morris.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, Aaron Rodgers, maybe he'll come out with his own cayenne pepper water merch. I'm not sure, but I thought that was kind of interesting that he called it the fountain of youth. Then it must be working because he had a good game last night, as Chick will be telling you shortly.
Well, 211 yards. He's still not Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we also had a fascinating story about a kid. It's Aliye Ryu, 7'9".
Olivier Roux.
This says Ryu in the
Well,
pronouncer from
you're
the
wrong.
This is the Associated Press. I mentioned they have educated staffers that know what they're doing, as opposed to this
Some
room.
guy you met in a bar who you asked to come on your show.
Olivier Ryu. This kid is again. Think about. I know someone who's 6'9". That's borderline freak. 7'9" is. I mean, it's either basketball or the circus.
Hi, Phil. How are you? Hey, honey, the freak's here.
But he's apparently very polite, and his quote is,
He's he's somehow being that freakish is very polite.
when
Josh.
asked how he deals with it, says it helps to be Canadian. I think referencing the fact that Canadians are well known for being polite because they're such great people.
Now, what the hell does that mean? Just because he's Canadian?
He said it. I think he's
That stereotype.
it's a stereotype.
Well, he can
exceedingly
kiss my
kind.
ass. He thinks he's better than me because he's Canadian.
Yes, you can tell Chick's not Canadian.
Nobody else is upset about this? Stand
I
up
am
for
a
Canada.
little.
And
Stand
since
up for the United States
I
of America.
made this point, which received a lot of negativity. I said, this is good news. He's 7'9", good news for the cheerleaders that won't have to get their knees dirty.
Oh my gosh.
I just like
That
Yesterday, that got a gasp.
I know.
I
and
thought
then he
perhaps,
brought it back.
I thought if it gestated, if you will, perhaps.
Marinate. Let that marinate,
Yes,
Josh.
there you go. By the way, anyone want to take a stab at, I looked this up, the tallest person ever known to humanity?
I'm going to say,
Robert
boy.
Wadlow.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Right,
guy.
yeah.
And you can see his animatronic at some of those.
They have an actual wax.
8 feet 11 inches.
it'll sit up, it'll stand up.
And I believe he was still growing at the time of his death. It was like
Really?
It was never going to stop.
that poor guy.
Sadly, yeah, at the physics of that,
God's mistake.
you end up getting terribly
He was in pain. his
disabled,
entire
I think
life.
is the term.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. Yeah.
We had one of the tallest people in the world in here one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Can we not
I
talk about that?
Just managed to forget.
We can't talk about that. There was
No, we cannot.
I
talk
believe
about
one time
that.
they had Robert Wadlow and the tallest guy and the shortest guy and the fattest guy and the thinnest guy all together at one time.
Are you
there was
serious?
like some documentary.
that would be a
about
great
it.
freak show.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Talk,
What
you'd
did
be
it
up
cost?
here.
What did it cost to get in?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask what did it cost to get them all together.
No, I mean
Parents' fees.
to get in to see it. I mean, I told you my story about going to the fair, and it was $10 to get in. Except if you wanted to see Lobster Woman, it was market price.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yes.
All right, that's very funny. Okay. But that's
I haven't had lobster in years. You ever get lobster?
what? Why lobster?
Why
I
don't
have
you?
never purchased a lobster at the market price. I've
Treat
never done
yourself.
that.
At a restaurant, I've
Why
never done
not?
No.
Yeah, treat yourself.
I should try it. Yeah.
Now, Pat, isn't this one of the things your son loves at Red
Oh,
Lobster?
absolutely. Number one.
What does
Lobster.
that? What does that go for typically?
How
It's
did
pretty
this-
expensive.
how
I
did
mean, you
this
bought
start?
us that one time.
Well, like $100 for a lobster.
Not at Red Lobster.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive
What,
at Red
$100?
Lobster.
Well,
yeah,
you can
over
find
$100,
one.
the three of us.
What?
No, the
one
meal.
lobster.
The meal was, yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, for the
Oh, you
whole
mean what are they?
meal.
Oh, I know. It's in the 50 or 60.
Yeah,
area.
probably.
But of all things,
Depending on the poundage.
when lobster first was kind of emerging as a dish, it was considered food for the poor.
Isn't that interesting?
Really.
Why don't they start lobster mornings? They have seafood omelets. Lobster's not just for dinner anymore. You can have a lobster delivery service in the morning.
I've seen some lobster Benedict.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
I would guess having a lobster Benedict delivered would probably be what, $200
Maybe.
without the tip.
Why not?
Lobster prices vary depending on type of lobster,
Right? I
weight,
mean,
and season.
Ace wouldn't have anything to do with it, but I might order it 3 days out of 5.
Absolutely. Delicious.
No, I'm looking again at the top costumes, and I mentioned that Ray Gun, the Australian fraud that was in the dumbest sport of all time, whatever that's
Australian
called.
He
fraud.
was
What's that
fun.
called? Oh, breakdancing. That's great. Did anybody see this costume? I didn't see it in person. I saw a photograph of it. Do you remember the French pole vaulter that allegedly knocked the bar off with his male member?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that
Did
costume.
you see a picture of the costume?
Very
Yes.
funny.
It's got a bulging groin area with a pole going across it.
Yeah.
The guy's
The
bar,
like,
the bar.
The bar.
Yeah.
What did I
Yeah.
say? Yeah, the bar.
Pole.
Sorry. Yeah.
You'd have trouble negotiating doorways, stuff like that.
Yeah. It was
Very funny.
cut about 4. It was funny though. That was very, very good. Let's see. I think we covered everything. Let me just check over my
I
list.
sure
over
loved
here.
seeing the trick or treaters last night. It was such a treat.
Yeah, I did
such
too.
a joy.
Yeah.
I brought back a lot of memories.
Absolutely.
I
I
loved
was just thinking about that. I could remember being dressed up as the little Batman in Mercer School, walking around the gym.
it. Just so excited.
You went to
Yeah.
Batman sometimes?
I did, yeah. I did the classics. I did the bum where at the last minute you'd put your satchel on a pole and
Oh, yeah. That was a last minute costume.
The only costume
Yeah.
I can remember, I was Bugs Bunny one year, and it was a store-bought costume.
Plastic mask?
And I was too fat to fit in it, and we had to have an augment in the back. But I had the Bugs Bunny. Well, it's not that sad. It's not like, but it was, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
great.
That was a good year.
One of your heroes.
Yeah. Well,
The costumes
He
we had
raised
when we
me.
were kids
Yeah.
were so frightening.
Yeah, you look back at old photos of old Halloween costumes. They look
Yeah.
terrible.
yeah, I remember mine. It was incredibly flammable, written on the hey, dress up as Batman. Don't get near any flames or light bulbs over 15 watts. The other interesting story we had yesterday, and I don't know why you guys got all mad about it, but it was the Uncrustables, and it started off as the NFL and how many of the teams love the Uncrustables. So I did a little bit of a deep dive into the actual company that makes them. Which you guys, I thought it was fascinating. I want to say hello to all of our friends in Ohio.
We appreciate all the work you did there, Jim
Yeah.
Kramer.
Yeah,
we
good
didn't need
job,
to know
buddy.
about the.
and by the way, this Uncrustable story has been on your various sports outlets for, it seems like a couple weeks before we start talking about it.
No, but I was talking about the actual company that makes them, the Smucker people.
Yes.
It's a fascinating company, still
They've
run
been
by someone
doing
named
that.
Smucker. They're building a third factory to make the Uncrustables.
You know,
Great product.
Why
Just a
do
second.
you every now and then talk to me like I don't understand what you're talking about?
Because
but I
you never do.
I do understand.
Where
what
am I
you're-
going with this?
I don't know. and
I think
don't-
I hope you're going to lead Chicken to one of his best impressions.
with a name like Smuckers,
Thank you.
it has to be good.
That is.
I'm Mason Adams.
It is.
And now the other aspect of it that was so fascinating to me, for those who are not familiar with the Uncrustable, it's a
Walk us through that.
hockey pick size. You tell them, Pat. You love
Hockey
them.
puck. And it's a circle, and it's cut off. The crust are cut off. It's perfect. The bread comes out perfect.
See,
There's a
they're
perfect
frozen.
mixture.
I
Yeah, it's
enjoy
frozen.
a
20
crust,
minutes.
though. I enjoy a
Do
crust.
We have them in the freezer.
Sure.
Would you like one?
They are
No,
terrific.
the point I'm trying to get to so desperately is Christy Lee doesn't buy the store-bought Uncrustables because I make them with organic bread that's $400 a loaf. Christy Lee has an
what I
Uncrustable
heard.
homemade machine at her
That's
house.
Exactly right. Mm-hmm.
It is funny that you have the machine.
You take a drink.
Just a little.
You take a drink of a martini and make your Crustables.
Right,
and start
baby.
mumbling and another martini.
Wearing my pearls and my.
Then you
nice
roll.
little
Then you
apron.
roll your own joints.
I don't smoke.
Calling out for Randy, your husband.
Andy
I'm
is.
gonna
his-
have-
Oh, I thought his name was Randy.
I'm going to have sex with the next guy that knocks on that door. That's what I'm going to do.
That's how horny this spot makes me.
Come on in, UPS.
Mama's craving the Amazon guy.
Mama wants the Amazon guy with that anaconda from Amazona. That's what
You haven't lived, you've yanked on some dreads.
I got your prime right here, boy.
Hang on a second. Shut up, Andy. And another thing.
Quit crying.
You're going to watch. Next time on At Home with Kristen.
Sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Brush your teeth, Bob Marley. Okay, we've.
Jeez.
Hey, let me tell you about Raycon earbuds, can I?
Please.
They've been upgraded and updated. Did you guys know that? Somebody say yes.
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 Thank you.
I've got the new ones and they're awesome.
The Everyday Earbuds Now feature from Raycon, 32 hours of battery life. That's longer than a day. Multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. New quick charge function with the Raycons. 10 minutes of charging, you get 90 minutes of battery and active noise cancellation. Available in new fun colors, too, like your blush violet and your forest green and your classic black, suitable for evening wear. And Raycons also come with a 30-day guarantee. Stop the fuss. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Now to get 20 to 50% off site-wide. Get up to 50% off on everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up in sports, we have a couple of really cool world records. One of them kind of Halloween-y related. If you saw any great Halloween costumes, by all means, let us know. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget, Steven Singer Jewelers, we got our Pigskin Picks competition still up and running. Details at bobandtom.com/contest while you're there. Orange Insoles. You want a great new 4K smart TV and a wooden dartboard for your she shack or she shed or man cave? Boy, I can't say she shed without slipping. We'll check it all out, bobandtom.com/contest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Who worried about that? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Got letters over here?
Hello.
Oh, I have a letter as well.
Rabbit. I've got a letter as well.
Oh, please check by all means.
Can I go first? I'm oldest.
Well, there's a topic here. Is yours on topic?
What was your topic?
What is our topic?
Halloween costumes?
Mine is on topic.
No, mine is not on topic.
You go first, Josh.
It's not about costumes. I lied to you. It's about candy. Hey, Josh. I was wondering.
Wait, is that how you get ahead in life? You
That's
lie?
right. Oh, yeah, man.
Mine's about Halloween candy and costumes.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Ready? This is from Daryl. Dear idiots.
By the way, the biggest moth I've ever seen just flew by.
I saw him earlier. Is that a bat or a moth?
Once again, I thought that was a floater. It's a real thing?
It's a moth.
I'm going to get
Huge
eaten
moth
by
in
a
the room.
moth, and I won't even know it's there because I think it's a float. Even though I'm having catch up on the show after work, Daryl says, good morning to everybody, you idiots, you. And thank you for all the laughs. I about fell out of my chair when I spotted Tom's special, in quotes, scissors for opening his creamer containers. By the way, I need to shed a little light on the scissors. Those are actually called trauma shears. They are used on ambulance crews in every emergency room to quickly remove clothes, including jeans, off of
scissors?
patients that have been involved in an accident. So, yeah, those should do the trick, Tom, you nut, you.
I just noticed trauma shears.
Trauma shears.
I have several. Now, see, or you got your
dedicated listener.
You got your regular scissors.
And former paramedic. There's the moth. It's going to attack Christy.
Oh, my God. That's the...
We're under attack, boys.
Shut up. We have our these are the scissors you use, Josh, to get into plastic stuff that's wrapped so you can't get into packages.
That gentleman's absolutely right.
Those are
you cut those.
And then I've got your box cutter.
Let me tell you
and
something.
your pliers, all right here on my little.
Cutco makes a fine scissor.
I want to get some more Cutcos.
That will take care of whatever opening you have trouble with. You don't. Have to
they wrap stuff is so tightly wrapped these days. You gotta. Then I got a pair of pliers now in the green room to open up the cream.
That's a great email. I had no idea. Pointing that out.
You are crazy.
No, it's important to be able to open stuff up. Now,
Cabby writes in. I don't know if he is a cabbie or she. I don't know anything about this cabbie.
All right. Well,
have you proofread the letter?
Hey, Josh, I was wondering how the Nerds ropes went at your house.
Yeah, how'd they go?
Fantastic.
Your entire house soaped and then burned to the ground.
The kids were beside themselves. They loved him so much. They were.
Did you eat one? And
no, but I have.
Did you save some?
Yeah, I have 5 left because that's all that were left of these. And
now describe the nerd. It looks like a DNA molecule.
Yeah, they kind of look like a double helix.
Open it up and show it.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen one?
So yeah, we can try them if you want.
He just threw
one at you. You missed it. The moth ate it.
Do you think it would work for actual? Do you think they're called nerds because they look like a science experiment from chemistry, like a DNA molecule?
No, the nerds have been around forever. They're just these pebbly things,
and
then they put them on a rope and in clusters recently.
So this is like that future ice cream.
Oh,
Dippin' Dots?
Dippin' Dots.
You mean ice cream?
I don't know.
I love those.
Boy, it's very pungent.
Is it?
What's the flavor?
Nerds.
It has
like
to be.
That
never had
yeah.
It has to be like Tutti Frutti or something. It can't be just one flavor.
You can make a mustache out of that, Pat.
No kidding.
Like a big Fu Manchu. Try that on.
Bracelet for my girlfriend.
Most men smoke.
She'll love that.
I'm going to take a bite. It looks like nerds surrounded by surrounding licorice.
Okay. Have you not had one before?
Always.
Oh, I never have had one.
And your thoughts?
Nerds on licorice. I was never a nerds guy.
Crazy.
This is so sugary.
It's like chewing plastic.
I can't stand it.
Oh, wow.
Is it red licorice or black licorice inside there?
Try it.
Like reddish.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Manhandling.
My hands have just been on my testicles.
Enough.
Tom, I'm sorry to bore you and ruin the show. My God.
Oh! What happened? Oh,
Christy made a mess.
Exploded.
Guys, Tom's off this.
No,
Go ahead.
Yep, he's bored by it. He's bored by it. Move on.
He made it so abundantly clear.
Next.
It's not bad. A little sugary. You're right.
Okay.
Tom, I can't get these open. Can I have your trauma
Don't
shears?
Don't do that thing now where you pretend you're interested in this.
No, I'm not interested.
Let's be honest.
No, can you say it a little faster?
We had the moth episode twice, and you're going to be okay
Yeah, why
over
did
there?
that piss you off that the moth was flying around?
Oh, we were actually going with something, but that bit got lost.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got this. We were talking about great costumes.
Watch this. Moth! Bastard.
No, fill the airways with your wit about the moth.
Well, we're being attacked by
I'm going to eat him here in a second.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
This is such a great costume. It's a baby inside a claw machine.
Not amused. Next.
Thank you, Dave and Dayton. I knew how did
they?
You took all of the
Oh, that's what it was.
the steam out of this. No.
If that had been pre-moth, we would have loved it.
Oh, yeah.
The hack costume of a baby in a claw machine.
Remember how funny this show was before the moth?
Yes.
Do you remember?
The moth that ruined Halloween.
We were sailing right along.
So relatable to everyone.
Yeah. Never seen a moth in their office or anything.
Yeah. Terrorized
Nobody's
by a moth.
laughing.
We're on the air. It's distracting.
Well, we'll try to get the show back on track.
That's right. Not a lot of people know what a moth is. Maybe I should walk you through
Maybe
that.
come back and have Ace and Josh eat some pizza and talk about it.
We have been talking about the nerds ropes all week.
All week, yeah. Well, now we finally see them and taste them.
And taste them.
Boring.
Yep, Josh, the show ruiner. That's what we call him. If it ain't Josh, it's the moth. I tell you what. Just ruining the show
Okay.
right now.
No. Tell us about somebody who dressed up their baby as a nun. And isn't that interesting? Because nuns
Yeah, I
are
haven't
grown-ups.
seen that from The Hangover about 90 years ago. And
Coming up, we have nicotine in the news. Do you roll your own, Christy?
I I don't smoke.
Oh, okay. What do you smell like?
You look like you smoke.
Oh my God!
I have a question.
Oh.
This is a serious question.
Okay.
I'm not
Yes.
kidding. Is there a roll your own tampons kit?
Let me tell you something. Yes.
I think there may be. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they have the Diva Cup.
Why
we
would
don't
I
need to use a
okay,
tampon.
here's what just happened. Hey, is there a roll your own tampon kit? I say, yes. He says, I think there might be. Why can't I have any knowledge?
Coincidentally, the name of the company, Moth Boobs.
There we go.
And we're coming back with that in just a second. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Listeners, are you looking for a shortcut to better auto insurance for you? Something that takes all the research off your plate, something that's easy, something that matches you at lower rates, something genius. That's where NerdWallet comes in. These nerds have already done the work for you. Just answer a few questions and ta-da, you'll be matched with top insurance providers in your area. Find the right rate for you today at nerdwallet.com. After all, using NerdWallet is more than just smart, it's genius. Not all applicants will qualify for the lowest monthly payments. NerdWallet Insurance Services, Inc. CA resident license number OK92033.
For cash.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Perrin, Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation at
That's
the
right.
Silac News Desk. All right.
Miss Lee, if you're nasty.
That's right. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jess is here.
Hi.
There she is. Ms. Hooker, is that what you're calling her, Tom? MS, period? Is that what you...
Oh, sorry. Speaking of periods, I'm reading about rolling your own
No,
tampons.
we don't want to encourage this.
Josh,
Doctors are saying it's
evidently
not a good
you
idea.
shouldn't do it. There's Ace Cosby. Josh at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
I'm at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Hello, Tom.
Hey, hi, how's it going? No, that's Chick McGee, as he mentioned, at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Sports coming up. Hello, Ms. Hooker. Nice to see you.
Hi.
You're entering a zone here of chaos.
Yeah, I heard.
But just going over a couple things. We've gone over many topics, and not in any way have we given them any kind of thorough coverage.
Well, but you were
Random.
saying you were showing us earlier all your tools over there that you have for opening various packages and bottles and.
I
and
feel
there
bad.
we are.
I'm responsible for that.
And Jess normally goes in. And now listen to this. What do you do before the
When I
next
get
day shows?
so I order the groceries
Right.
for the green room, and if you look, everybody needs a different kind of creamer. So we have like 6 or 7 different creamers in there, and the type of creamer that Tom prefers, he has 2 kind. Both are the most difficult to open. In his defense,
that
they're
true?
not easy.
Okay.
No, they're not. So if I forget to open them the night before I leave so that they're open for him in the morning, I got him the proper tools so that he doesn't hurt himself.
Jesus.
Now, let me tell you this.
But here, in his defense, we have never had a conversation about this because we all know Tom. He says things to other people in hopes we overhear him because he doesn't like to ask for
And
things.
then it just, and then it just magically happens.
And then it just magically
Well, I
happens and we don't
appreciate it.
discuss it. Yes.
I
Now,
appreciate
there's
it.
no difference between what Jess has just said and someone working at an insane asylum taking care of patients.
We know what we sign up for here. when
Oh,
we work
yeah.
here.
But you know,
I know.
when you
I'm
open
aware.
up some of the milk cartons and they have that plastic nipple and there's
Yes.
the ring in there.
Yes.
Years ago, I had really bad tennis elbow, and I couldn't pull those rings out.
Oh.
And I found that if you have a pair of needle nose pliers handy,
There. Perfect.
see, I got them right here. See, I got
see
my
them.
little toolkit right here.
Yes.
Very handy.
All set?
Remember how Don Draper had the pressed shirts in his drawers?
Sure.
'Cause that's what that was part of his thing. I've got my special scissors and my
And your shirt
mat knife
in the
So-
back.
yeah, I
and-
got all that stuff. Yeah, I got a bunch of shirts. That's great.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we were asking Christy if she rolled her own joints.
I don't even smoke pot.
So it was an unfair question.
My dad rolled his own joint.
Yeah.
He had
And
the
they-
machine, right?
On mass at a mass level because he was the at one time the number one marijuana dealer in the Midwest
Would he
region.
sell per joint? Did he
You
sell?
could have you could certainly have them.
Oh,
per
so he
joint.
would sell them
Or
already rolled.
Lucy's.
Did he call them J's?
Lucy's? I'm not sure what he used.
You want to smoke a J? Now,
as a
I have to defend myself. This may seem like there's no thread to this conversation, but there is because we were talking in sports about the nature of the uncrustable with respect to the quantity being eaten by NFL players.
Yeah.
And then we found out from Christy Lee that she makes her own Uncrustable. She has an Uncrustable machine at her house.
Just a little
I do too.
cutter.
It's
It's a pampered chef, and you just boop, like that. And
it is like a cookie press almost.
Yeah.
And then what? Now what?
It'll
do you,
seal anything.
What do you do with the crust then?
Throw it away.
I eat them because
That's
they're-
where the healthy part is?
Yeah. My nieces really like it. They get a kick out of it. It's just fun.
And then Patty G, it turns out, is a huge Uncrustable guy.
That saves my
I know.
life.
I bought some for you yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love them.
And people love them. We're getting lots and lots of emails from people that they're full of protein.
I think you should have one for breakfast.
Have you ever
taste one?
I've never had one.
It's a great product.
They are great.
And
They're
again,
fantastic.
and they're building a third factory, and it's from Smucker's, which leads us to one of Chick's best impressions. I'm not sure you're going to get this. It may be dated, but go
With
ahead.
a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.
Oh my God!
You
And,
killed it. Yeah.
And Mr. There still is
I
a
used
Mr.
to be
Mr.
on-
Smucker running the company.
I used to be on Lou Grant.
That's right, Mr. Adams. Yes.
I'm dead now.
I know, Mason, and we miss you. It was always a pleasure watching something, and your name would appear in the credits.
Actually, Ed's dad.
Yes.
Mrs. Pinchon's dad.
We don't need to go through the whole list, Mr. Adams.
The weatherman's dead.
Well, it's all
Who are you talking about, though? Is this a TV show?
nothing but death.
Okay.
We miss all of you.
Lou Grant,
Lou Grant.
before he was on, after he was on Mary Tyler Moore, it became a series hour on CBS.
It was very weird.
okay.
It went from being a sitcom to being a drama.
Serious.
Can you imagine if other shows did that? How weird that would
If
be.
we did that?
Happy Days, and then they became
like
a crime scene cleaners.
like,
or something.
like Seinfeld is autopsy tonight. You know, like, what?
So George and I are out there. We're looking at a body, and George says he slips in the blood first of all. And I said, "Put your booties on."
So anyway, so we were talking about. I thought it was so funny that Christy has an Uncrustable machine, and that led to this. I remember reading this article about rolling your own tampons, which apparently is really dangerous.
Yes.
What is dangerous about it?
I
Because
think
that area is so
to-
delicate.
toxic
I
shock
was
or
going to
something.
say,
Yeah,
and if you don't know where the material is coming from,
Yeah, you could
just buy organic tampons.
Put your
You're
stuff
fine.
thing. You
Well,
could,
why couldn't you get the sterile gauze and
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
go
Yeah.
to town?
I assume that the factories do a pretty nice job making them.
yeah, they do. Yeah, there's no reason.
Yeah,
And if you don't want to use a tampon, use a Diva cup and just clean it out.
I think
Put it
if
back
you,
up
and
there.
if you meet a woman in the first few minutes of conversation, she tells you she rolls her own tampons. Here's my advice: run.
Yeah.
You got to get out.
Now, when I was trying to Google this, I did find this one. This is from kind of a friend of the show, the famous OB/GYN, Dr. Jen Gunter.
Yes, Dr. Gunter.
She is famous for sort of debunking all these ridiculous TikTok suggestions for you ladies. She says, do not do this trend. Apparently, women are detoxing their front naughties with herb satchels inserted into the aforementioned area.
Yeah.
So-called lifestyle bloggers. Can you imagine? What do you do for a living? I'm a lifestyle blogger. Can I just jump?
Which do you dislike more, a lifestyle blogger or an just an influencer?
Both of them.
what I
Jump
thought.
off a building, please. People who are giving bad advice on TikTok that have no idea what they're talking about. The doctor says your uterus isn't tired or depressed or dirty. Your vagina has not misplaced its chakra.
Did you?
No, it's like a tea bag. It literally is. It's like
She said. The doctor says this could cause infection.
Did I hear depressed uterus?
Yeah, well, you know.
This is the whole thing. You know, there's some idiot going, well, the reason you're having problems is your uterus is depressed. Are you kidding? Go to a psychiatrist, for God's sake.
Nothing cheers up a depressed uterus like little Josh D.
Better than Prozac.
You know what? It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just right there.
What's
Josh D.
she does suggest, Ms.
It's
Hook,
comfortable.
Yes.
She does suggest those taco packets.
okay.
The powder.
Those
that
are
would
safe.
be.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just a flavor enhancer.
Or just
sure.
a traditional tea bag. Of course not.
Maybe a little bay seasoning.
Bay leaf always helps.
And the salt-free ones. What's Mrs. Gash? They're
I feel like I've been kicked in the balls. Mrs. Cash.
So, ladies, you're okay. Don't roll your own. There's some fine companies making some really good products
It's a
for you.
self-cleaning oven, if you will.
Also,
It's all good.
ladies, if you're that worried about it, just stop menstruating. Knock it off.
We can turn it off.
That's right. Just turn
Flip
it
the
off.
switch.
Just the next time you feel it coming on, go, I'm not doing
it
this.
stops for you. Trust me.
Now, I also found this in the category of revenge. This is what happens when you Google tampons.
Jesus.
A fuming woman took revenge by gluing 30 sanitary napkins to her boyfriend's car.
Oh, she'd be PMSing.
Oh, boy.
She posted it online saying, "That's right, I did it." I'll leave her name out of it. She was, quote, left fuming when her boyfriend stayed the night at a friend's house. She was convinced he was having an affair. Actually, he was planning a birthday party for her with his buddy.
Hilarious.
Oh, God.
She totally overreacted.
Yeah, this sounds like a sitcom thing. She glued them to his car. That'll cause some damage. So who knows? Apparently, she was just going through a weird period.
Were they?
We'll move on. What's coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we're going to have, we had a football game last night where the Jets won, and apparently Aaron Rodgers can walk on water again, which is very exciting. But the Jets kept being the Jets last night. We'll tell you what happened. Bob Costas is retiring from broadcasting, apparently.
Aww.
I know.
Well, he wasn't doing much.
Despite the fact I'm still
doing
not
baseball,
I'm
wasn't
still not speaking to him, but he evidently there have been stories about him. The fans have been complaining about him being much like Al Michaels, bored with the sport event.
He's the best. Come on.
I think he's fine.
He's the very best.
We got Dodgers
Very
win.
best.
Dodgers win World Series. Of course, we had a bus set on fire. We'll talk about that. And Baker Mayfield honking some sort of hooch on the sidelines, and the NFL is going to talk to him.
Looking at this picture, these must be like maxi pads.
Oh, for God's sake.
Better they're spinnakers for a sailboat. My
Have you
God,
ever had to
my
go
God,
buy,
woman, are you
ever had to buy
are you
the,
hemorrhaging?
Did you have to go buy the supplies at a drugstore?
Constantly, all the time.
Constantly.
I just had to go buy them when I went on my summer vacation.
No kidding.
And the brand is impossible to get. I went to 3 different stores and finally found 2 boxes.
You've been on the phone, standing in front of the
Absolutely, and doing the FaceTime thing. Is this the right
Is
one?
this the
You
one?
just send a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, but I found them. I bought 2 stores out of them.
It's not right.
Yeah. You know what they're really good for doing? The little ones. You know that game where you take your finger like you're flicking a football?
Oh yeah, I can
that
see
would
that.
be cool. Cut the string off.
Yeah,
and
the little baby ones.
Go to town. Yeah,
They're good.
You mean the
They're light
little
flow,
baby one.
light
You mean
flow,
the
not baby ones.
No,
Well,
no. The tight ones.
Yeah,
They're
good.
the ones
Oh
that.
my God.
You know, there's nothing better than guys talking about tampons.
I
tell you
love
what.
it.
Well, we have things
Yeah.
to teach women.
We'd like to mansplain menstruation, ladies. Coming up, we have some very exciting stuff in the news, including how not to celebrate when your team wins the World Series.
Setting a bus on fire.
And even worse. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is essentially a really good idea. We all know that therapy can be extraordinarily helpful. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people have decided to look into themselves. And thousands and thousands of people have taken advantage of BetterHelp. What is it? Well, it's a way to access therapy in a more convenient manner because the therapy itself is done online. I was just talking to a friend of mine who is a psychologist that participates in this program, and he has lots and lots of clients now in which they don't have to come into his office because he does the therapy with them online. So what I'm talking about is this questionnaire. You fill it out, and you'll get matched up with one of some 35,000 therapists. You can switch therapists anytime, no additional charges involved. And then the therapy is done online, so you can do it in the privacy of wherever you want to be. So it can be much more convenient. You can be in your office or go down the hallway or be in your car sitting. You can have the camera on in your phone or have it off. You can do it with your laptop, your desktop, whatever works for you. And the way to access this and find all the details is to check out BetterHelp.com. I recommend going to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That'll knock 10% off your first month. And it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Access therapy in a more simple manner, and you can find yourself being helpful to yourself. It's very, very important. Once again, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp.com. Thank you very much. And coming up, once again, we have fun celebrations for your team winning the World Series and what not to do. Also, hilarious scene in the sidelines at an NFL game involving Zyn. Not Zen, but Zen would probably be Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Zen is nicotine. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy Lee.
Hello, Chick McGee.
How are you?
I'm good. It's Friday.
Huh.
Nice Halloween.
You have a good week?
Yeah. Did
Nice. It was all right.
There's more people in here.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
How are you?
I'm good.
Did you have a good night last night?
I did. It was date night, or as I like to call it, douche night.
Yeah, a little douche.
You got a little treat, didn't you?
Time you go in.
She got a little treat.
Ring the bell, honey.
I tricked her.
Douche.
Tricked her again, huh?
Jess Hooker. Hello, Jess.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
You all right, buddy? You okay?
I'm doing very adequate.
You need anything?
Not yet, but thank
All right, let me know. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Are you okay?
No, I hit my head.
Yeah, why are you being so
Welcome
nice?
back to the Bob and Tom program. We have something coming up in the big screen. If I look to my right, there we go. Oh, it's Jeff Oskey.
That's right, baby.
Nice tie.
Thank you. This was compliments of a fan named Martin. So thank you, Martin.
Marty, the one-man party? He's great.
Yeah, he's a fantastic dude. I took a bite of Nerd Rope right before we went on, so that's sitting in the back of my throat choking me like a professional broadcaster that I am.
All right.
We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
Well, we didn't have any really good news this week, so I thought I would just share some Halloween stuff that happened with me.
Okay.
Me and my son, we used to live in the bad part of town in a double. If you don't know what a double is, buy a $15,000 house, put a wall down the middle and another front door, a la Dabelle. But we wouldn't go trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. I would go to my brother's neighborhood because they had the full-size candy bars. He lived in the nice neighborhood. When you go trick-or-treating in the hood, it's a lot of, oh, yay, look, more bullets. And they don't even fit my gun. I swear one parent dropped a late overdue light bill in my son's bag. So my most memorable trick-or-treat experience was living in the hood was when way before I had children. Oh, the good old days, as I call them. And I lived in the hood, and it was 4 p.m. I had just gotten off my shift at work. I came home. I was watching Oprah, smoking a bowl like I normally did, and there's a knock at the door. It's 4 p.m. I open the door. The patio full of children, trick or treat. I'm like, it's 4 p.m. I didn't even have time to turn off my lights and pretend I'm not home. I'm sorry, I have no candy. It's too early. The mom goes, well, we wanted to get started early, so it'd be safer for the kids. I go, I get it. Still no candy. And they have all of them. You had Bob the Builder. There was a Dora the Explorer. There was a ninja. There was a princess, a couple ghosts, a transformer. They had all the costumes covered. They're like, I go, come back later when it's dark out. And you'll notice I don't have my light on, and you can go to the house next door. So I shut the door. They go on their way. I sit back down on the couch. Not a minute later, I hear a screech, and I hear a scream, and I go running outside. And in front of my house, one of the children had been hit by a car.
Oh, my
gosh. Yeah, on the hood of the car lays a little 4-year-old ninja. The guy who hits him freaks out. He jumps out of the car. He goes, oh my gosh, I didn't see him. And I'm like, yeah, ninja. I don't know if that kid won the costume contest, but he should have. He did win a free ride in an ambulance that night. So I'm Jeff Oskey, and that's been the Halloween news that I failed to mention.
What you
He's okay though, right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, like a morgue or anything.
He grew up to become Secretary of State. Right?
Oh, that kid! I mean, that was 17 years ago. He's probably working at Taco Bell drive-thru right now. He's doing just fine.
Okay, thanks very much. It was very helpful. I'll just do a quick survey here. We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Yes. Josh, he's right there. He's at the headquarters of the Sidekicks.
Hi there.
And that's brought to you by our friends at Orange Insoles, and I bring it up because we have that Orange Insoles competition, right?
Orange Insoles.
What did I say?
Orange Insoles.
Okay, Orange Insoles. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get your mind right for the Orange Insoles people. I need more coffee over here.
Get your mind right.
And Chick McGee, of course, is right over there. He is.
We have done zero sports.
Manning the Dude Wipes sports desk.
Garrett Wilson made a dazzling one-handed 26-yard go-ahead touchdown catch where his shin was in, and one shin equals 2 feet. How about that?
Really?
Oh, yeah, like the one ass cheek equals 2 feet.
This goes against the whole body has to be in the end zone.
An elbow equals 2 feet.
And if you hit a pylon, that's not you have
It
to be
doesn't count?
cleanly in the end zone.
I don't like the pylon either.
Is that
Yeah.
right? You can't reach the ball over on the field side of the
Sloppy play.
pylon.
Yep, I hate that.
All right. Well, the Jets snap a 5-game losing streak. They beat the Houston Texans. Howdy! 21-13. Aaron Rodgers can, again, walk on water as he continues to exist among us. He had 3 touchdown passes, including another earlier one-handed score by Wilson, and a 37-yard throw to touchdown to Devontae Adams. Devontae means the Vontae. And the Jets won for the first time in 4 games under interim head coach Jeff Ulbrich, and I wrote down, I put up on my Instagram, the Chick McGee, his stirring words at the end. Jeff Ulbrich, head coach of the Jets, his stirring words for his team after they had won. Really cool game for this team, man.
Oh, wow. That's
so you can see the kind of leadership that the Jets have.
Goosebumps.
In the locker room.
Wow.
Next to Newt Rockney. That has to be.
4 score. Man. Neat.
And actually, the Jets, even though they won, were being all Jets-like. Wide receiver, or was it a running back? Anyway, Malachi Corley thought he scored his first NFL touchdown.
He wants you too, Malachi.
What's that from?
Children of the Corn.
I like the name Malachi.
I do too.
You won't if you watch Children of the Corn.
Oh.
But the rookie wideout dropped the ball right before he crossed the goal line, and it rolled out of the end zone. And what do we know, Tom? Here he is. There he is right there, heading toward the
no
end
one
zone.
near him.
And the ball.
I hate
Did he
that.
let go on purpose?
Yeah.
It looks like he was
just
celebrating.
in the
I
end
just
zone.
thought
He
it
was
was-
being cool.
I'm cool.
I'm cool. I just scored. And
I love when this happens.
according to NFL rules, the ball goes out of the back of the end zone. So is it the Jets' ball at the 1? Oh, no. It's Houston Texans' ball going the other way at the 20.
Okay.
Why?
That's
why?
a touchback. It's a rule.
But he-
What a jerk.
It's an absolute touchback.
But the ball crosses the line.
No, it does not.
If you look close.
Right there. Right. You can't see him from this angle, but you can tell when the ball comes out right there, the ball's out.
Plus, I like that rule. It's an a-hole tax.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
It
I
sure
agree.
is. And Josh,
Hold on to the ball, dude.
even though you do have some odd ideas about my NFL,
I do.
Especially where pass interference is
Most of them are
concerned.
very unpopular.
But you do like to say, "Hey, act like you've scored a touchdown before."
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, I
I
agree.
agree.
I mean, at least
part
be
of the problem.
sure you're in the end zone.
At least.
Well, he
Wow.
thought his feet were there,
Right,
so
right.
he just assumed.
Poor guy.
He was having a hell of a time.
There was nobody near him.
Poor guy.
I know it shouldn't have happened.
Well, lesson learned.
That's hubris for you.
Yeah,
They still won, though.
they did still win. Yes.
So all is not lost.
And what did you hear this morning on some of your sports?
Oh, they've after losing 5, they win 1. Playoffs next.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
3-6, ready to make their run. That's exactly right. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield will not be fined for using Zyn nicotine product on the sideline during Monday's 41-31 loss to the Baltimore Ravens.
This is pretty funny. You seen this?
He is sitting on the bench, and the cameras catch him, and he takes out his Zyn container, which is magnetic. It's a complicated it's a complicated deal. It's a little pouch. You put it in, you get a little buzz from the nicotine. He's doing this during the game.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do that?
No.
Because it's a nicotine product. Right?
I mean, I used to smoke on the sidelines. Why the hell is this?
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
Smoked in baseball dugouts and the football sidelines.
Why is it
Aaron Rodgers has that blue tent. He goes in there and does that hiawatha juice.
Ayahuasca.
What's it called?
Ayahuasca.
Miyatama. Nice to meet you, Ayahuasca.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Go ahead, do it.
No Zyn.
Go ahead.
No, that's
Have you guys done this? Have you tried the Zyn?
No.
I haven't. I'm curious about it.
It's to quit smoking.
It's not to quit smoking.
Exactly.
It's another form of nicotine.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it's not to quit anything.
Is it? I thought it was a replacement thing for the nicotine.
No, the FDA says it is absolutely not a replacement.
Nicotine is habit forming.
Willie did that.
A lot of people do it. I mean, a lot of women do it now because they say that a little bit of nicotine is good for concentration. So you get, and there's coffee flavored ones. So you could get like a low dose. It's like.
Does this cause lip, throat, and tongue cancer?
I have no idea. It's so new, but I'm sure there's.
I thought this was to quit smoking.
No, it's not.
No. Zyn loves that you think that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they do nothing to stop that.
Highly addictive. Yeah, I've got them all over.
No,
my
but
house.
it is true that if you use these pouches during an NFL game, you don't have to wear a mouth guard, right?
I thought that was true too.
Isn't that
I
a
think
thing?
that is true.
It was a replacement.
And you know what else Baker Mayfield does? I watch a lot of football. He likes to take the smelling salts. I'm not even sure what they call them now. Where you break them apart.
Poppers?
Yeah. It's ammonia. No, it's not. Poppers to loosen his orifices. No,
it's the Studio 54 lube job, if you will.
You know what? That's I am corrected. It is poppers he's doing on this. He breaks them open and sniffs all the time.
Lou Reed swore by these.
Have you ever smelled a smelling salt?
No, but I want to.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It blows your head.
I've always been fascinated by that. It wakes up the passed out. Or
Way stronger. Way stronger than you think.
So what is it?
Does it smell bad?
It's like it's ammonia and other things. I'm not sure what else
Does it smell
is
like
in there.
pee?
No,
smells
it's a
like
blast of ammonia.
It kinda
We use it in
smells,
football, yeah.
You know, the homeless. It
certain stairwells,
certain
in
stairwells,
like parking garages,
haunted parking
Yeah,
garages,
yeah.
things like that. Is it exactly?
You used them in football in high school, Pat?
Yeah, when people were knocked out back when I played, yeah.
Yep.
It was used on the
Is
field.
that
And instead, they wouldn't come
legit?
over and said, "Hey, you're out for 2 weeks because you have a concussion."
No,
they
you
would
played.
say, "Hey, get your ass back in there."
Yeah, they cracked it open under your nose.
Does it make you really alert?
It blasts you. Yeah,
If
you can go online.
If you're not being awakened from
Right.
being unconscious, it really makes you alert when you do.
So
one.
the ZYN, right?
Ryan, yes.
But that's not legal on the sideline.
Apparently not.
I didn't.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
one can draw that.
But they're not going to fine him?
That's what the NFL has said. He's not going to.
What's the last professional athlete seen smoking during a game?
I'm going to say Larry Wilson, number 8 of the St. Louis at the time Cardinals. Look it up and now see how close I am.
He'd be there on the sidelines.
Weren't there
Smoking.
some dugout shots?
Well, in baseball, it happened all
Yeah.
the time. Keith Hernandez smoked.
Well, baseball, they still chew tobacco. I mean,
They're not supposed
as
to.
obvious.
Not
Not
as
as
much.
obvious.
You know, in
about it.
church, you can do the Zyn.
Can you?
Yeah, the original Zyn.
You know, we were all born with it. Yeah.
I love that.
I'm giving you applause.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
but
the Zen
you don't have, if you have the Zyn, you don't have to have that.
You don't have to spit.
Your
No.
spit into a Pepsi
No.
bottle thing.
because it's like
Oh,
a
and there are no
little
spitters?
pouch.
No spitters.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, so you get to just swallow it. Yeah. So
Does it have?
that's
And you
helpful.
said it's flavored.
Wow.
Yeah,
Coffee?
You can get mint,
Spearmint.
coffee.
No, let me
there's
ask you
all
this.
kinds of fruit flavors.
What is the difference between the Skoal and Copenhagen pouches?
Well, that's
And-
tobacco.
That's tobacco.
And that's tobacco. And
I'll tell you, tobacco
and you
leaf.
have to spit that,
Yes.
right?
You're
There's-
supposed to.
There's tobacco leaf is in those pouches, and the Zen pouches are tobacco. Hold on one second.
They're just nicotine.
But-
There's no tobacco at all in
Make
Zyn.
no
No,
mistake.
there's tobacco in it.
It's to get a buzz, though, right?
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
You're right. Tom, did you
Yes.
ever know anybody who used a plug You know, like they were like a bar of tobacco.
Oh, yeah. Blood. Yes,
I've
absolutely.
never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, but they would
Is that
bite
like
it off.
straight out of the ground?
I don't know. But, no, it was in like a wrapper. And
It was manufactured in a tube.
Yeah. And they would just
Oh, so
bite
it
off.
was just chewing tobacco. then.
Yes,
Right. But it was like a ball of tobacco in your cheek.
The
Yeah,
Zyn
absolutely.
uses a nicotine powder rather than a tobacco leaf, which is why you don't have to spit. But it's still there. Like Jess said, they don't have any hard facts on exactly what the long-term effect will be because it's a new product. But it's huge.
A lot of my girlfriends use it.
No
kidding.
A
in
lot of
popularity
women
now.
use it.
It's one of those things, if you don't mind a little blood on your hands, potentially, you should have invested in
Yes.
about a year ago.
Yes. I mean, gas stations run out of it. It's so popular.
The stocks
right
went
now.
up.
Yeah.
I think this week they went up huge.
Yeah.
And it's a sacrament.
Oh, really?
It is.
The Zen Buddhists.
Oh, the Zen Buddhists
Yeah,
practice? I see.
they sit
Yeah.
there in the corner.
Dear Bob and Tom, I thought your show was funny until you started insulting Buddhists.
Yo, you're a Buddhist, sir?
Damn right I am,
Really?
and that's just wrong. So it's just about it's all about having a quick buzz.
I mean, look,
It is, yeah.
What,
But it
what
can't
aren't we?
It can't be good to swallow.
No.
No.
right?
No, but I mean, look. What are we doing? You Zyn.
Wait a minute.
It
can't be good to swallow.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
you drink,
None of it's
caffeine.
good. Yeah.
There are people who drink 6 Mountain Dews a day going, hey, don't do that Zyn.
Yeah, exactly.
That Zyn's disgusting.
I mean, we're all doing.
And you got to hand it to Baker Mayfield. He can play pretty well with a good buzz going.
They say it's nicotine in small amounts is good for concentration. I don't know though.
For
I'm not gonna
focus,
yes,
focus,
for
yeah.
focus. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah.
Microdosing.
My son said that. He said you should try it for that reason. I was like, I'm not getting addicted to another thing.
Yeah.
So, no.
mood
I'm out.
elevation.
I'm
yeah,
out.
focus.
I was going to say I can't focus on anything. Maybe I should try it, but then when I'm the same thing, I'd be sending Mark out. Hey, I need 3 coffees and a bottle of Zyn.
Can you imagine?
Not a bottle. It's a
how many
container.
What does it come in?
cases
like a little-
of Zyn we would have here if he used it?
Yeah, the same as Skoal.
It's a little round container.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I want to say the container too is like bougie. It's metal.
No, you can buy your own that are not branded and put it in there.
Like a magnetic closure.
hey, maybe our friends where we get our little wallets, that place in England where you turned me on to.
Oh,
Toro.
Toro.
Maybe they make a Zen box for us.
Yeah,
I got my mom a Tiffany Zyn container
nice.
for
Oh,
Christmas.
nice.
Yeah, she's excited.
Tiffany blue,
nice?
beautiful.
They're very fancy. Well, this is exciting. And the name Baker Mayfield always reminds me of one of those call things. Hey, Baker Mayfield, we got your...
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Sierra Hotel.
Now, does it mean that somebody's in the bathroom? BM.
No, that's Sierra Hotel.
Oh.
Sierra is, and that means S hot. Sierra
yeah.
Hotel. Oh, he's coming in at Sierra Hotel.
He's going to be staying at the Sierra Hotel for an hour or two. the way I heard it.
You can check in.
Cramping
You
up.
get one of them tacos, I'll tell you what.
Odell Beckham's jockstrap, ladies.
Hey now.
Whoa.
Coming up.
In the news, in the most bizarre way imaginable. Wait till you hear
Okay.
this one. Also, we have 2 great world records today, and how not to celebrate your favorite team winning. It's all coming. I want to remind you real quick, Greg Hahn, Willie G, go bananas tonight and tomorrow. Cincinnati, that's going to be a great show. Lots of cool stuff coming up. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Son of a...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I have an amazing letter. Christy, Pat, Jess,
Yeah.
Josh Arnold. Hi. Ace Cosby. Hey.
Well, you're
I'm
at the
Chick. Hello, Tom.
Dude Wipe Sports desk.
I am.
You know that classic joke where the Three stutterers walk into a bar. Yeah, we never mind.
I was a stutterer when I was a kid.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my dad had hit me in the back of the head. Spit it out.
Oh,
good time.
I imagine psychologists would say that isn't effective.
No, I felt like it enhanced the problem instead of...
the word exacerbate comes to mind.
Curtailed it. Dude wipes, are you still using toilet paper? Please, you make me sad if you're doing that. Dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down.
James Earl Jones was a stutterer.
Dude Wipes. And also John Stossel was a stutterer.
Yeah, there you go. But I didn't know you were a stutterer.
Oh, yes. I can feel it coming on every now and then. If you ever hear me do that means I was just about to stutter.
Wow.
I take a pause. My brain stops.
When did you stop?
12, 13.
And did it just stop?
Yeah.
Or did you have to go to therapy
down.
or something?
Well, at the same time, my penis grew an amazing length and over the summer. You hear these basketball players about how they'll, I grew 8 inches during the summer. About the same thing.
They say that the correlation is there. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Arnold Palmer that famously did that. Could we get to the letter, please?
Dear, hello all. This is from Paul. The Roger Bacon High School underwater hockey team will compete this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, at USA Underwater Hockey's 2024 Milwaukee Fall Tournament in Milwaukee. Please see the accompanying press release detailing this tournament. I will send an email update each evening after the conclusion of that day's competition. Thank you, Paul. I look forward to your updates. We'll have a complete rundown of the action on Monday morning for the Roger Bacon High School underwater hockey team.
Okay.
Underwater
hockey.
Had no idea this sort of thing existed.
I didn't
sticks
either.
and everything?
How do they keep the puck from...
I would guess it's weighted to keep it on the bottom.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't
hold your
float.
breath a long time.
Yeah, well, that's the key. See,
Do they use traditional hockey sticks or little baby ones?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
I bet they're kind of weighted as well.
Can you body check somebody and knock the air out of them and drown them?
I kind of think like it's regular hockey, only in slow motion.
Yeah. No skates, though, presumably.
You'd have to probably wear aqua socks or something.
Oh, I would
Okay.
think you'd have to...
Well, we'll have to
grip on the
we'll have to
bottom.
investigate this. Is that sports?
No.
Oh, okay. What else you got?
If you're ready, looking for what to buy, a hard-to-buy Christmas gift coming up,
Oh,
anybody?
yeah, that could be tough. That could
The
be.
ultimate NFL fan in your life. A company has just released the Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ jockstrap candle. The outfit is called...
Wait till you see this.
It's called Bet Us. Has created a sculptural candle that is shaped like Odell Beckham Jr.'s torso, covered only by a jockstrap.
Does it smell like his jockstrap?
A company press... Well, it is a candle. A company press release states that the candle smells just like the sexiest NFL player's jockstrap.
Oh.
And lists the scents... notes, as they say,
Yes,
right?
yes.
In the fragrance world.
Yeah.
Sweat of the Miami Dolphins star wide receiver, a woody fragrance.
I bet it's salty.
With a hint of...
Might be salty.
A hint of...
That's spoken from experience.
I'm thinking
Smells
it's
like
probably
bleach a little
kind
bit.
of a bleach,
Yeah.
kind of a hint of bleach. Citrus, a neroli flower, neroli, N-E-R-O-L-I flower, a green lavender, and amber. The 6-ounce candle can be purchased online for $50.
Do we have a picture of this?
I can describe it.
seen it.
The
Have
wick.
you?
The wick is not where you might think it would be.
What do
So
you-
it's a torso. So it's
Okay.
from like the shoulders to the knees, kind of.
With
and
like
then,
a six-pack
But
thing?
yes,
Yeah.
and
But
there's
the
a
jockstrap is where the jockstrap
yeah,
should
the
be,
jockstrap's where the jockstrap is, and
Right? So
then,
his booty sticking out.
yeah. But you light it at the above the chest area,
Right.
if you will.
Well, I think the wick would come out of the head. That would.
There's no head on it though.
Oh, that's
It's just
right.
it's
You're
just
right.
the torso.
Is this it?
You're right.
If that's
Yes.
not it, it looks exactly
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Okay.
That is it.
So
yes.
you've all seen the mannequins that are
And
on
Yeah, the
it
headless-
looks like they're in Miami Dolphins colors. I can't see.
Right.
Is that,
Yeah.
is it,
yeah. Blue and
Okay.
orange
Aquamarine.
color, yeah.
Hmm.
Whoa.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, we have what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow has her famous vagina candle. These two would go together. Pat, do you have a song for this?
For Gwyneth Paltrow? I do. You want to hear that?
Sure.
She had the vagina candle, yeah.
She sure did.
That was just a couple years ago at Christmas time. I'm sure they still sell them. What's the name of her outfit?
Goop.
Goop, of course.
Goodbye, Gwyneth P. We liked you in Shakespeare in Love. Now you've managed to ruin the talent we were so fond of. Because you started Goop, you stupid little magazine. You set it a candle with the aroma of coochie steamed. Oh, but it smells to me like a sardine-scented candle of breaking wind. Look up in the sky and see the seagulls circling. Oh, you know I even bought one. Oh, and there it sits. Your candle burned out days ago and still smells like Brad Pitt.
Little shot right there at the end, huh?
Here's the story on it. Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle website, Goop, has released a $75 candle.
$25 more than OBJ's.
And the name is, quote unquote, "This Smells Like My Vagina."
I remember it smelled good.
It did. We had it in here,
Yeah, well.
That wasn't bad.
Why not, I guess. Do you think you'd want to do that, Christy?
A hint of yeast.
Do what? Have a candle that smells like my vagina?
No.
Would you buy her candle?
Or would you buy Odell's?
No. It's an interesting. I was just taking the backside's really attractive.
Nice butt?
Yeah, and it's open in the back because it's a jockstrap.
Yeah, sure it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember that morning you educated all of us about jockstraps?
I was not aware.
We had no idea.
That the back was empty.
Yeah.
Jockstraps are, what was the percentage?
It was an enormous number of them were sold to gay men.
50%.
And we got dozens of emails from gay men saying he's absolutely right.
And, of course, when he opened his mouth and ran his trap like that, we were all going, hey, come on.
That's a weird assumption you're making.
Turns
that kind
out
of thing.
it was absolutely factual.
Because the jockstrap is such a weird
It's a weird
device
thing.
anyway. Why would you have the ass open? Never made sense to me.
No one I knew or since playing high school football would wear a jockstrap.
See, the back is...
Yeah, sure. It looks exactly like the back of a jockstrap.
Once again, this is the Odell Beckham. He's in a jockstrap torso candle.
There's his booty.
I like the booty much better. I like the back better.
Christy's a booty girl.
Well, I mean, come on.
Come on.
Mama likes to spank a bad boy.
I see. Well, what's coming up in sports? Do we have more?
The one and only, well, you say his name, Tom. I'm not really speaking.
David Rush?
Bob Costas.
Oh, Bob Costas.
I am. There is a considerable list of people I'm not speaking to.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track.
The Dodgers fans, they're celebrated. As you might guess, there was fire involved.
Ah, yes.
And have you ever wanted to, maybe a nice, uncharacteristically warm fall day, get your paddle out and go down to the lake near your house and jump into the pumpkin that you've hollowed out? And,
one of those,
and take a float down the river? Well, of course you have. And someone's done it in world record fashion.
Okay.
But my favorite story coming up involves the famous Monkeys theorem.
Monkeys theorem.
In which...
the typewriters and the lock.
The typewriters and the monkeys typing the complete works of Shakespeare in an infinite universe.
No, I haven't either,
guess what? What? Some other scientists didn't either, and they've done an experiment.
Okay.
Wait till you hear this. It's very exciting.
Hemingway stood while he typed. Did you know that?
Okay, that's very good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Vertuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
All right.
There. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hey.
at the Music Bureau.
Blowing harp over here.
That's right. Blow this harp.
These waters are muddy. They're mud or is that poop?
Josh Arnold, I Hate Steven Singer chair.
What is wrong with you?
Most other jewelers hate Steven Singer. Why? Because Steven Singer Jewelers gives you the lowest price every single day. No phony sales or fake discounts. Experience the difference. IHateStevenSinger.com. And when you see Steven, tell him that you heard about him on the Bob and Tom Show, along with the line, is that mud or poop?
Is that mud or poop? There's Ace Cosby. Hey,
because I mean, you know, the muddy Mississippi.
There's pooping.
Kind of romantic, but you say the poopy Mississippi. No one wants to get on a barge and travel down that baby.
You think the fish get out of the Mississippi to use the bathroom? No.
No.
I'm Chick McGee.
No one ever tells you that.
The Dude Wife Sports Desk, and here's Tom.
Okay, thanks very much. That is the Dude Wife Sports Desk. We got some more sports coming your way. Plus, Christy Lee's at the SILAC News Desk. It's very exciting. A lot of really cool stuff coming up, including those of you that have been thinking about monkeys and typewriters and Shakespeare.
Yeah, boy, it's on my mind every day.
Oh, that's a classic from the world of heavy thinking, and we've got a scientific answer about that. But first, Chick McGee.
Bob Costas, who I'm not speaking to, is retiring from baseball play-by-play after 42 years. Bobby's retiring. He's done games the past couple seasons for the Major League Baseball Network and TBS. His final games were the American League Divisional Series between the Yankees and the Royals. Costas' contract with TBS expired at the end of the baseball season, but his plans to retire from baseball had been in the works for over a year. There was speculation that because he was being criticized for not, I don't know what
great.
Viewers' beefs were, but he's Bob Costas. He was doing great. He's fine. He really, I think he hasn't been Bob Costas since he got pink eye during the Olympics. Remember that?
What?
Yeah, he got pink eye.
I remember that, but I mean, he still does a great job.
You don't think he's recovered?
There's something off about him.
Oh.
Now, I think that pink eye story is way deeper than anybody wants. I think they're right.
Now, Josh, you ever talk about how
involved.
you like to do Josh likes to do his baseball play-by-play banter in the bedroom?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody likes to hear what's going on.
You know, you come to the mound, grab the bag.
Right.
You toe the rubber.
She bends over. She bends over, takes the sign. Whoa, careful. Almost a shot to the face. That was high and inside.
Brushing her off the plate.
Sorry.
And then you say, let me sleep on it. Baby, let me sleep on it. I'll get you an answer in the morning. I gotta know right now.
You know something about these fictions that I make up? Josh just takes them now. He just sits back and agrees. Yeah. There's no point in fighting it.
That's right.
My favorite part in that song is when the announcer goes, and he's going for the, and he's out. No, wait, safe.
No, he's safe. Wait, he's safe.
Phil Rizzuto.
Yeah.
And he's out.
That's
no, wait,
classic.
safe.
Holy cow. I'm going to play this. I'm not sure why.
What is that? That's my best Jonathan Davis.
Oh, that's right from Korn.
From Korn. I did need some work, but I'll get that.
It's good. With the backward R, is this Korn or Jonathan? Or is it Josh or Jonathan?
Only our mothers know.
We need to do a new collection of nonsense phrasing and music.
Oh,
random grunts, groans.
I thought you were going to say new impressions because I've got the Mason Adams and Josh has the Sickness and Jonathan Day. We got a
Humpty.
We got a Humpty dance. We've got a whole
do your
Vegas
Humpty
show.
All right, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin it. I'm not in the style that you're used to.
If that doesn't sound like
funny,
Shock G, I'll kiss your ass.
Very good.
And why were we doing that again?
You played it the other day.
Every time it comes up, I try to do that.
I like the way that they make the sound. It seems like it's going around.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
I don't know if you were here, Ms. Hooker, but a police department, I think it was in Livonia, was it Georgia? And the story was a couple was quote
they
unquote
were doing it, yeah.
They were quote unquote reconciling. They were doing makeup sex
in the grass between a speedway
right between a
and
McDonald's and a gas station.
Yeah.
And the police said, "Please don't do this here." And then that reminded me of that little snippet of
Do you have the Humpty
Digital
Dance?
Underground, in which
I once got busy in a Burger King.
Oh, okay.
remember that they got
Yes.
busy. He got busy at a Burger.
Allow me to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me. I'm still getting in the girls' dance, and I even got my own dance. The Humpty Dance is your chance to do it all. Come on.
Good stuff. And you do a good Humpty?
Oh, boy, does he ever.
I do the Humpty Hump.
Amazing.
That's real easy to do.
That's fun. That's fun.
Is that available in karaoke?
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
yes. Everything's available in karaoke.
Oh, I'd like to see you do that.
Would that
Oh,
be
my.
considered hip hop or rap?
Oh, I think they're
It's
one
one
and
and
the
the
same.
same, I think,
yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I think hip hop's more pop than
Hang on a
rap.
second.
I think
Hang
hip hop
on.
is just a more elegant way.
You trying to start something?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Sorry.
No, I always thought that hip hop was a little more mainstream.
Yeah,
Than
yes.
rap. Rap is a little
Melodic,
bit
yeah.
more,
More top
yeah.
edgy.
Not as hardcore.
Yeah, edgy.
Rap
That's
is
the word.
edgier.
Yeah.
Right now,
Dangerous.
there are 28-year-old black guys listening to this conversation.
No, there's not.
Laughing harder than they've ever.
Well, good. I'm old. I admit it.
Well,
I
let's
made
Sounds
one
good.
black guy laugh today. I've done what I came here to do.
Ace?
I'll ask my
Ace,
friend
your
Tony.
thoughts?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Fair
so
enough.
far,
Absolutely
our
fair
somewhat
enough.
limited sample, the result is nil.
That's fine.
Now, do we have anything else in the world of sports?
LA Dodger fans' World Series celebration went seriously awry. That's AWRY. He blew off part of his hand while lighting fireworks.
Whoa.
Footage shared online shows a man wearing a Clayton Kershaw number 22 jersey lighting a firework in the middle of a crosswalk. It suddenly detonates in his hand, the explosion causing a fireball that engulfs his hand.
But the good news, they're going to let him throw out the first pitch next year.
Oh, that's good.
It'll be awkward because it'll be lefty.
He stumbles out of the smoke, stares down at his bloody hand, and appears to be missing several fingers.
They actually, that's not true. They're getting him a Jim Abbott jersey.
Oh, my God. I haven't heard a Jim Abbott reference in so long. He was a famous one-armed pitcher.
I was going to say, who's Jim Abbott?
And you know,
No idea.
You're welcome.
He was amazing.
He
Oh,
threw
okay.
he threw a no hitter.
Yeah, the guy was incredible.
He did?
Yeah, think how he could do with both hands.
Well, you only need
He
one
would
hand
pop
to
his
throw.
glove.
Jim
Wow.
Abbott.
Yeah, he would pitch. He would put the glove on his non-hand arm,
Right.
pitch the ball, and then as the ball was in the air and the batter was swinging, he would slip his glove on his hand.
Yeah.
Catch the ball and they throw
get
it back.
ready and get
Right.
ready to field.
So
Yeah,
So-
I shouldn't have said one-armed. He was one-handed.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
certainly not deserving of a dumb joke like the one I just did.
No, God no.
But it's a fun baseball reference, and because of
is.
this jackass that blew his hand off celebrating
Yeah, he pitched for
the
the
Dodgers
Tigers?
win.
I don't remember.
I forget
I
who.
thought it was Angels.
They're not giving him a Jim Abbott jersey.
And they're not going to let him
No, they're
throw out
giving
the
him a-
first pitch.
They're giving him a hook.
They're giving him
so
a
he can be a pirate next year.
And
I thought they were giving him a Raleigh Fingers jersey.
Oh, very good. Very
Also, Dodger fans flooded the street pretty much right after the Dodgers wrapped things up in New York. In Los Angeles, partying started immediately after Game 5. Near Dodger Stadium in Echo Park, downtown in East L.A., tens of thousands of fans crowded streets to celebrate, waving flags, set off fireworks, as we just heard, honked car horns. They set a bus on fire and looted stores in a nearby mall. Shortly before midnight, a hostile crowd blocks away. They vandalized a Metro bus, setting it on fire near Sunset Boulevard. Great movie. And Echo Park, here is a picture of the bus
That's on fire.
fully involved.
That is seriously on fire.
Let's see. One man wearing a blue T-shirt used a fire extinguisher to smash the front window of the bus and shouted, "F the Yankees."
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Whoa.
If you've ever been to Dodger Stadium, I'm shocked that the headline isn't only one bus set on fire.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, right. They looted a Nike store near South Broadway and 6th Street. Police also reported projectiles, rocks, and bottles being thrown at officers near Olympic Boulevard and Grand Avenue.
Well, their team won.
Yeah, wouldn't this be? Shouldn't you be delivering this with that
I'm sorry,
that
you're right,
minor
Tom.
key version of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, I thought I should do it with my baseball boys. Police also reported projectiles, rocks, and bottles being thrown at officers near Olympic Boulevard and Grand Avenue.
Wait a minute. No. Try doing it like the Smuckers guy.
12 arrests were made in connection with the sometimes violent and hostile celebration.
But everyone was happy because then they had some of those Uncrustables, right?
Sure. Filled with
Smuckers. Wait a minute.
Right. 4 people were arrested for receiving stolen property and 6 for commercial burglary.
And then some
then
jackass blew his hand off.
It's been
and then the good news is next year they're going to give him a handicapped parking space right near the stadium. What a douche.
World records coming up, Tom.
All right. But
Josh, what do you got for me over there? You got something over there? I'm
you
sure.
know I do.
Yeah,
I can tell that sometimes you have discomfort.
I do. You can tell it. See in my face, can't you?
Yeah, I can. No, I have to ask you though: is it back pain, hip pain, or knee pain?
It's all of it.
Oh no, the trifecta.
My back, my neck, and my back.
Well, I know it affects your daily routine, man. If you've got pain like that, it really does bother you throughout the day. What kind of support is currently in your shoes? I ask. Is it still the same sad thin liner that came with your shoe? You might as well just put, I don't know, some pudding skin. Pudding skin in there.
Might as well put some of those Zen bags in there.
Yeah, nothing.
All the good it's doing.
Something floppy, like maybe a piece of bologna?
Sure, yeah. Go to orangeinsoles.com. If you work on your feet all day, you're putting stress on your body. Orange Insoles, they offer a deep heel cup and arch support. All that is better to help support your body and help give you better alignment, therefore helping alleviate that pain. Think of a table. If it's wobbly, it doesn't have proper support. Are you wobbly? Well, maybe you need proper support. It all starts from the ground up. Find the right fit for you, whatever shoe you wear. Take the insole quiz at orangeinsoles.com. You'll find out exactly what size you need. And remember, you're not going to have to cut these things when they arrive. They are true to size. They're great for winter boots, work boots, sneakers. They have an insole for every shoe and every body. Go to orangeinsoles.com today. You're going to get free shipping if you do. Plus, Orange Insoles come with a 60-day We Want You to Be Happy guarantee. That's orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more.
And, Josh, with a name like Orange Insoles, it's got to be good.
Yeah, thank you, Mason. It's a pleasure having you.
That was really sweet. Coming up, we have interesting news from the world of monkeys and Shakespeare and typewriters. It's finally made the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Friday starts the weekend.
Yeah.
Am I right? Hello, Tom. How are you, Tom?
Sorry.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
All right.
It's the
Climbing
weekend,
out of the hack intro. Welcome to the program. Let's see, over there at Sidekick headquarters, it's Josh Arnold.
Hi, everybody.
Look at that guy. That's amazing, isn't it?
Hi, Tom. Love you.
Brought to you by Steven Singer Jewelers. We got that Steven Singer competition up and running. We call it the Pigskin Picks. Check it out at bobandtom.com/contest. Also, while you're there, the Orange Insoles contest, your shot at winning a 4K smart TV and a special wooden dartboard. Once again, check that out at bobandtom.com/contest. Now, we haven't gotten over to Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk because we're lingering at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk chick.
Now, you sometimes have questions for me when I'm doing sports,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to try to head that off at the pass right now. What do we have coming up in college football this season? That's right. The 12-team playoff begins this weekend. This coming at the end of the year when there are all the bowl games and everything. So there's going to be a 12-team playoff. Wouldn't you like to know how those teams are picked?
No.
Well, of course you would. Here we go. On November 5th, the College Football Playoff Committee will convene and release its first rankings of the 2024 season from Grapevine, Texas, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN.
I heard about this there.
The 12-team college.
Through that grapevine there? Yeah.
The 12-team college football playoff is a new wrinkle beginning this year. For this year's version, the process of ranking teams in the college football playoff will remain essentially unchanged. You're going to want to have questions for this. I see your eyes rolling back.
He's bored.
He's letting out the longest sigh.
He is so bored.
It's like the nerd ropes all over again.
No, we're just getting into the meat and potatoes of it. The rankings are broken up into 7 groups, every 3 spots from 1 to 9, and every 4 spots from 10 to 25.
All right.
Votes are taken.
You knew this would piss him off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. I didn't expect Brahms' Lullaby. I am certainly glad. I'm certainly glad we've arrived there. And I'll give something he's responsible for, so we'll bring him right back.
That was so good.
A Romanian pianist has broken the Guinness World Record for the most piano keys hit in 30 seconds.
No, I said 12-inch pianist.
Oh, that's such a good joke.
The little guy's knocking over stuff on the bar. Right? Yeah. He's a real dick, right? Renowned concert pianist Thurzo Zoltan.
Oh, that's such a Romanian name.
Zoltan, bow to Zoltan.
He managed to play a total of 500 piano keys in half a minute. 30 seconds, beating the previous record by 5 piano keys.
Boy, it sounds cacophonous.
Zoltan took on the record in Baharia village as a tribute to his late mother.
Oh, I'm sure she's honored.
Thurzo Margit
Wherever she is.
Teresia. I bet she's really saying thank you from hell. I bet so.
Now, Pat, you play the piano.
I do? Oh, yeah.
You do?
There's no indication of if he had to hit them separately, if he just mashed them all down with his arms.
Michael
Right.
McDonald
I don't
style.
know. Yeah.
Right.
Now, is it here?
Is that him?
Does you have to hit is it one finger going that quickly?
Dude, you gave me
Oh, there it
is.
is. Yeah,
it's
like
2 fingers. Okay.
Like Billy Joel, Angry Young Man.
Anybody could do that.
Gee, I wonder how he perfected that technique.
Yeah.
Other than masturbating.
Christine Jess is sliding off.
Yeah.
Is that the sound?
Boy, it's like a jackhammer.
That is
Is that really it?
Yeah, well, that's the height. Yeah.
that is as unmusical as you can get.
Turn it off.
This just in. No, run it again, Jason. This just in, apparently from Dallas.
It does sound like that.
President Kennedy was shot at 1 o'clock Central Time. That's
Awful.
20
That is,
minutes ago.
Well, the good he can always rely on his good looks. Yikes!
No reason to work.
Okay, he's a bald guy.
Yeah, he
With
was
glasses.
bald and kind of
With
chubby.
glasses.
Yeah.
And if you would eat a sandwich every third day, you'd be that size.
Coming up in the news, how many sandwiches does the average
Did you
American
just
eat in
say-
a week?
You just said sandwiches.
Sandwiches. No, I'm sorry. I'm still waking up from the college football thing.
This is one of my favorite world records.
What?
An Oregon man has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest journey by pumpkin boat.
Oh, yeah.
By what?
These are cool.
Pumpkin boat.
Damn right they are. Gary Christensen fulfilled a lifelong dream. Tell it, brother, by paddling a giant pumpkin 45.67 miles along the Columbia River in Washington State.
Man, his core strength, because you have to be wobbly in that.
Oh, you have to. There aren't any flat-bottomed pumpkins.
It's a big pumpkin.
His journey, 45.67. He beat the previous record of 39.17. The 46-year-old completed his journey over 26 hours. Oh, so he had to fall asleep in the pumpkin. Or maybe he stayed up. His hand-carved pumpkin vessel was dubbed Punky Loafster.
Do we have a picture
So
of this?
apparently he was time traveling to the 80s.
Yeah.
Punky.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's the size of a small dinghy.
Yeah.
So he has to stay standing while he's in it.
No, he's
on his
sitting.
knees.
He's- I think
Is he on his knees?
Yeah.
And he's got one of those kayak paddles.
Oh, there's your DJ hosting it. Oh, yeah. So anyway, remember, coming up tonight is the 9 at 9. Oh.
No, they show him hollowing this thing out.
Yeah, they sure
Boy,
do.
oh, boy.
It's gigantic. And it weighs 1,200 pounds.
It does have kind of a flat bottom, though.
Yeah.
That is
It's
interesting.
right. Punky
That's how it
loaf.
grows.
Punky
Yeah.
Loafster had a circumference of 169 inches and weighed 1,214 pounds.
Oh, Punky.
He's been growing giant pumpkins since 2011. That was Punky's stepdad,
No,
right?
adopted dad.
Adopted
Adopted
dad.
dad.
Oh. And in 2013, he carved his first boat-sized pumpkin to compete in the West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta. How am I just now finding about this? Finding out about this.
More than one.
A fleet.
Yeah, it's a whole festival.
He's won the Pumpkin Regatta the last 4 years.
Holy cow.
Good for him.
What do you think of
I'm
that?
glad he survived. It would have been
this
what an
down.
embarrassing headline.
Oh,
What would it have been?
Man dies in sinking pumpkin.
yeah.
Not really the way to go. But congratulations, sir.
Pat, I'd like to hear about this via song.
Oh, yes!
Well, I'd like to know how you grew that big pumpkin. Where'd you get the know-how? That pumpkin something. Pumpkin boat, how did you grow it? Pumpkin boat, how do you row it? Pumpkin boat, they might have to tow it. Oh, pumpkin boat.
All right. Nice little tribute.
They might have to tow it.
Very, very nice. Thank you. And is that sports?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Another award-winning sportscast.
Check, Rocky. This is what you farted for.
And remember, always be a good sport. Christy.
Well, scientists say a typing monkey would not be able to reproduce a Shakespearean masterpiece within the lifetime of the universe.
I knew it.
Within the lifetime of the
The
universe.
thought experiment known as the
Monkey typey
infinite
shapes.
monkey theorem
Infinite monkey what? Theorem
states that a monkey randomly pressing keys on a typewriter for an infinite amount of time would eventually type out the complete works of Shakespeare purely by chance. Mathematicians from the University of Technology, Sydney, put the theorem to the test using the limits of our finite universe. Their calculations included the current global population of around 200,000 chimpanzees and worked off an assumed typing speed of one key every second until the end of the universe, around 1, followed by 100 zeros. And according to their results, there is about a 5% chance for a single chimp to type the word bananas in its own lifetime.
Just that one word?
Just one word.
5% chance.
Let alone Hamlet.
Yeah.
Even with all chimps enlisted, they would not be able to type out Shakespeare's works within the lifetime of the universe.
Now, the real story here is these scientists know when the universe is going to end.
Yeah. There's that. They theorize.
You want to share that with us?
Yeah.
And somebody probably asked them when they saw this, I have a follow-up question. So you got a time on that, huh?
And everybody knows chimps. I mean, they can't type like that. I mean, what was Michael Jackson's monkey?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. I mean, he couldn't type out, "Help me, I'm being sodomized."
If only he could have. You think I'm wearing this diaper because I'm incontinent? No, it's to hide the evidence.
I'm holding everything in.
I always thought that was a stupid thing that the monkeys would type Shakespeare.
I know.
What about the one monkey that gets all the way to Hamlet and misspells the last word?
Right.
Go!
Yeah.
I got another 50 billion years now to type this thing.
Oh, there's something rotten in Denmark?
You mean there's a U in color?
Yeah, sorry. You didn't quite do it.
Interestingly enough, Albert,
Alas, poor Doric.
Interestingly enough, Albert, they did have one monkey was capable in just 1 year of getting 50 Shades of Grey word for word.
How about that?
Amazing, really.
Yes, it's that.
Spelled everything right. Made it more interesting. He actually wrote.
Literary masterpiece, wasn't it?
In half an hour, one monkey wrote out something funnier than an episode of Two Brokers. Oh, my God. Isn't that something?
Every day they can write something funny.
They did manage to write 7 seasons of The Big Bang Theory. I can tell you that.
Hey, it's a good show. What's wrong with you? Well, we once again have Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. I can see her from here.
We're kind of wrapping up Halloween on this day after, and you might want to check if you're buying a house to see if it comes with any spooky roommates. Zillow's recent state-by-state analysis reveals a spine-chilling reality. In most states, sellers are under no obligation to disclose if their property has a haunted past.
Even if they're asked, it sounds
Only
like.
New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Minnesota have legal provisions around haunted home disclosure.
How is that legal?
Yeah, that does. If
Well,
something that
that the difference is if somebody asked if there was a murder in the house, you absolutely have to disclose it, but they
Yes,
can't. But you don't have to tell them if it's haunted.
That happened.
If it's haunted.
Yes.
Now, I know in New Jersey, you have to tell them if there are bodies under the cement porch.
Yes, you do have
That's
to do that.
that's
Yeah.
the
You don't
Sopranos.
say
rule.
nothing.
Very common.
yeah.
Right?
You know,
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to?
You learn the two most important things. You don't rat on your friends, and you keep your mouth shut.
If someone dies of natural causes, you don't have to
No.
necessarily disclose that.
What if happens if someone's
No, you don't have to disclose
What
that.
happens if a perfectly normal couple moves in and they get divorced? What about that? Is that a problem?
That could haunt a house.
Yeah, that'll
haunt
that'll-
life.
That'll leave a mark. I know.
It'll haunt your bank.
You know, there you go.
What about if there's a birth? Would you have to disclose that?
No.
There used to be houses there. I mean, there used to be people that would give birth in their homes.
I would rather buy
Yeah.
a house where somebody died than gave a disgusting birth.
I had somebody die in the house I was in Delphus. Yeah.
Now, you claimed there was a ghost in the house, right?
I claimed that there was a smell at 11:45 of cinnamon.
AM or PM?
At night, 11:45 at night. Yeah.
That's really something.
That is.
Yeah, it's true.
So let me get this straight. Your contention is
no,
there used to be a Cinnabon where you live. Was that
no,
what
there was a smell of cinnamon in the air at 11:45, and I asked many questions, and my neighbor goes, "Well, you man, you don't know what happened."
Were
in
you
that
on the
house."
phone? You moved the ovens, but you didn't move the pastries. You moved the ovens.
So what was the
coming from inside the house?
Was the guy murdered there?
Someone hanged himself on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Well,
New Year's Eve yet?
I say
Yeah.
that's the time to do it.
Boy.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
The more dramatic, the better. You know me.
And they made cinnamon rolls.
No!
Every
Don't
New
try to
Year's
stop
Eve.
me.
That's creepy.
So wait a minute, he made the cinnamon rolls and hung himself?
No, that part I know.
But if you
You know, cinnamon
He ate
rolls.
one first.
Cinnamon rolls don't seem to me to be a suicide item.
No.
What do you think?
They usually make you happy.
Well, tell me whatever it is so I can grab it quickly to end this conversation.
I don't know, maybe a hot pretzel.
Okay.
Bottle and pills maybe is a nice.
But this
little-
does. So your neighbor told you.
They told me, yeah. What he says, a lot went on in that house.
Wow.
Before you, the tenant right before.
Now, see,
me.
that's what you should have to disclose, by the way. Not ghosts.
Yeah.
But you should have to disclose, hey, my neighbor is a booger-eating hillbilly moron
Yeah.
that cuts his grass Sunday mornings at 7. That's what the thing I'd like. Then he keeps 6 cars on blocks in the front yard.
Christy, you've been a realtor.
Yes, sir.
I bet there have been times where you show up an hour before an open house and you just want to go over to some of the neighbors' houses and goes, will you please stay inside? I mean, that has to be.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Please don't come out.
you obviously can't do
Right,
that.
right.
But yeah. Open houses are not the way to go. That's not my favorite thing.
Would you light candles and stuff?
Yes, that's a big deal.
Now, do you allow people to use the toilet facility while
We've
looking
had
at
this conversation,
looking at
remember?
I don't
Yeah.
remember the answer.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you this, I ain't buying this place until I mark my territory. I can tell you that right
My
Now, I would-
very, very first open house, right over here, actually, right near where we're sitting. And I was green under the gills, and I had a gentleman come in and go upstairs and use the facility.
Did he number 2?
Yeah, and not flush.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good Lord.
was that purposefully?
That
Maybe.
sounds like it.
Yeah, I think it was a
Is that
purpose.
some kind of a weird fetish?
Yeah,
some kind of signal.
probably.
That's
Did you
odd.
have a serial visitor? I had a friend who was a real estate agent, and they knew of a guy who would come to different open houses just to get in the panty drawers. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Like they
According
had
to Matthew Perry's book, he would go to open houses and go through medicine cabinets.
Man,
See what he could find.
Wow.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when I was shopping for homes, I turned on every faucet, flushed every toilet, and turned on the showers.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do.
Okay, yeah. But I did not
Use
I
them.
did not poop.
But I have. Have you thought, though, wouldn't it be nice to be able to take a shower in a house you're looking at
Yeah.
before you move
Test
in
it
there?
out, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I think you've always said it'd be nice to be able to spend the night in the house one night before you actually made an offer.
Yeah, because you always find there's always that one thing.
Right.
You know, for some inexplicable reason, at 1:45, you hear screaming, I'm being savagely murdered. You know, what? Who's that? I'm here by myself.
You know what?
I try before you buy things.
No, that's going to happen so often you won't even notice it. You'll get used to it.
Or highway noise or traffic when you're coming home from work. I mean, there are all kinds of variables.
Yeah. Or someone who had 5 cats that they let poop in the crawl space.
Oh, that was that. I remember that.
You know what?
So gross.
I part of me thinks that you have always wanted to tell the ultimate story to someone so they would be shocked and dismayed, and they'd remember it for the rest of their lives. That story affected me in that way.
Yeah.
I will never forget that story.
And the lesson is never waive the inspection.
Exactly.
Right. And I can walk in a house and immediately smell cat. I don't care what.
When I looked at it, they had 50 candles
Yeah,
going.
well.
I didn't think, they're hiding something. That was a long siege. Now, what's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we never got to our biker with a very interesting funeral, and sandwiches are in the news. We actually have Paul McCartney talking about the very special sandwich he eats after every show, which leads into our favorite sandwiches.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Roast beef?
Nope.
Is it a Reuben?
Nope.
Hoagie.
Obviously, he's a vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But I think you're going to be fascinated.
Oh, it's got to be a mushroom.
Like watercress.
No.
Yeah, cucumber
Lemon.
No.
Peanut butter?
No.
Jelly? No?
Gravel.
Grilled cheese. No, he doesn't.
What's going on over there, Chick McGee?
Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system for your compound. And right now, you can get 60% off a new Simply Safe security system. That's right. They've kicked it up a notch. Simply Safe is the home security that I trust, and it gives me peace of mind. Think about that sentence. And Bob and Tom listeners can get 60% off today. All you have to do is visit simplysafetom.com. You know, old school systems, security systems in homes only take action once somebody's already inside your home. Well, that's a little bit too late, isn't it? Simply Safe's Action Guard outdoor protection changes the game by preventing crime before it happens. Let's say someone's lurking around outside your house. Agents see them in real time, talk to them directly, set off spotlights, call the police before they've had a chance to break in. Plus, with Simply Safe, no long-term contracts, no cancellation fees, and around $1 a day for all that protection and peace of mind. Simply Safe offering Bob and Tom Show listeners exclusive early access to their Black Friday sale. This week only, you get 60% off any new system with a select professional monitoring plan. It's the best offer of the year. Head to simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
We got it right here. Read the reviews. It's the best. Coming up, we have Christy Lee and some interesting stories about such things as Paul McCartney and the mysterious sandwich.
Yes.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Life is made up of many gorgeous moments. Cherish them all, big and small, with Blue Nile. Whether it's for yourself or a loved one, Blue Nile's unrivaled selection of expertly crafted fine jewelry and statement pieces help make all your moments sparkle. Blue Nile's experts are on hand to guide you, and their diamond guarantee ensures you get the highest quality at the best price. Celebrate a life well lived in the most radiant way and save up to 30% at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com.
No, you meant to say, Tom. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
A little bit of Rivingtons for you. You're welcome.
Sure. Josh Arnold's here.
Where is he? Sitting.
The I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
I didn't notice that.
There's Christy Lee.
Where's she?
Hi.
The Silac News Desk.
Thank you.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. Yelling at me, actually, during the commercial.
You eating a snack?
I'm having an Uncrustable.
Aha.
Frankly.
Chick, how hard did you laugh the first time you ever heard the Monty Python song? Sit on my face and tell me that you love me.
Between that and the Lumberjack song, I laughed for about an hour.
So good.
Yeah, really, really good. Hello, Tom.
Hi. No, you guys are eating Uncrustables. because they were in the news yesterday.
And Christy took a bite, and peanut butter squirted all over her pants.
Sure did. My shirt, my pants.
Yeah, you've had worse.
Why did you scream, "Give me all you got"?
Big boy. Yeah, that was a weird.
Yeah, that was
tag.
odd. Was it just Pavlovian?
And then one of those things you went, oh, don't do that.
First time I've ever done that.
No, let's,
You're wasting it.
Let's do a test of from Ms.
Save it
Hooker.
for me.
Ms. Hooker, please.
Yeah.
Uncrustables. Do you know who makes them?
Smuckers.
Smuckers. Very good. You were paying attention.
Yeah,
Created
I
a
was.
monster.
And what are the Smuckers people? What state are they located in?
The Smuckers brothers are.
That's right. They used to have a TV show.
Yeah.
Smuckers Brothers.
Mama liked me the best.
Nebraska. I don't
No.
know.
Colorado.
No. Orville, Ohio.
Oh, that's right. Home of Bobby Knight.
Ace knew.
And they're building a third factory. That's how popular the Uncrustables are. They're about to hit $1 billion in sales.
We're
Good news for Smuckers.
Adding a third trick.
And the only reason I bring it up again is because it happens to be one of Chick's finest impressions of the old commercial for Smuckers.
With a name like Smuckers Uncrustables, it's gotta be good.
It's getting better.
It is getting better. It's getting more nuanced.
Good.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
During the break, our producer Hoffy made us Uncrustables in the air fryer.
And then immediately got criticized by
Josh
Josh.
didn't care for him.
He buttered them and put them in the air fryer, and I know we've gotten a lot of emails, people suggesting this. It's
4
my
minutes.
least favorite way to eat an Uncrustable.
I would like to try a ham and cheese Uncrustable that way.
That's
I think that
that's
would be
what
good.
you do.
Something
Wait a minute.
savory, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There are ham and cheese Uncrustables?
You can make any Uncrustable when you have your own machine.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
See, again, instead of using the store-boughts,
We have a
They,
Jess
we
and I have
care about our children.
We have
We're
the
jerks.
Pampered Chef.
Christy, I only use grass-fed Uncrustables.
Are you talking right now?
I know, buddy.
You?
You better be careful.
These are
It's
all
amazing.
jokes, folks.
He carries on all
Oh,
the
my
same way
God.
that he criticizes. Look at that guy with that bald head.
I guarantee you that little Pampered Chef crimper thing is one of their most popular
It has
items.
to be.
Has to be.
Once again, Christy has her own home uncrutchable thing, along with
Not an uncrutchable.
What?
You don't need an uncrutchable.
Oh, the uncrutchables.
So
is
does
that,
Jess.
that's the thing that cures polio leg.
That's right. You throw the crutch away. You
Just like little tiny Tim.
I'm going to go home and do that with my sourdough bread.
I find Pampered Chef products to be fantastic.
Thank you. They are great.
I have a egg poacher that
Yes.
is just wonderful. 45 seconds, you have a great poached egg.
Hey, Tom, did you hear that Josh has an egg poaching machine?
He says Pampered Chef is fantastic.
Oh, that's what he said.
I wanted to play angry so
what,
bad.
what do they have in the pizza realm, Josh?
They have a pizza stone that's incredible.
Yes, it'll last forever.
Very,
Yeah.
A pizza stone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pizza stone and a poaching machine.
I don't eat that much pizza!
Have I?
Are you happy? He's losing it.
Have I ruined pizza for you? Now, if you order, are you afraid that the delivery guy is going to say, "I figured it was you"?
Yes. There are things I can't do because I can't. When I go to Costco, everybody's trying samples. I can't eat them.
Are you afraid somebody's going to snap a picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's because I know somebody will walk by. Well, there's Josh. Of course, he's eating the samples.
Well, Tom, didn't you catch Josh at the grocery store, though?
Yes.
Like, oh.
At the worst time.
One time I was at the grocery store. I saw Josh. I snuck up behind him, and he had a grocery cart with like 40 boxes of some chocolate thing.
I had 3 boxes of Chocodiles because they were unavailable in St. Louis, and I was shipping them to a friend.
Sure you were.
Yes, I kept 1 box for me.
Okay, that's fair.
But the rest were being shipped. But here comes Tom. Of course, I have a shopping cart full of Chocodiles.
I, of course, was buying organic celery.
He was laughing. Tom was laughing so hard.
Made his
They
day,
called
yeah.
security when I started taking pictures. So I'm sorry. So you guys both have a homemade Uncrustable machine.
Yes.
I'll bring it in on Monday and we'll
Good,
make
so
them
we can
here.
step on it.
I would prefer the store-boughts.
You don't even eat the store-boughts.
Well, I'm hoping that maybe the Uncrustable people will hear this and send us a case to try.
Oh my God, I hope so.
How many flavors do they have?
Oh, they have.
They have
the honey,
strawberry and they got
grape, honey.
Yeah.
They have
maybe-
white. They have wheat bread.
Peanut butter
They
and
do?
jelly.
Do they have
Peanut butter and
savory? Do
jelly.
they have sandwiches?
Not that I'm aware of.
They should.
What do you mean, like
a ham and cheese, like we were talking
The
about?
Hot Pocket lobby is really
Speaking
huge.
of sandwiches, do we have time to get in your Paul McCartney sandwich story?
Yes, we do.
Because I'm not aware of this.
Paul McCartney does not eat on days he performs, and at least not before he performs, but after he apparently has a margarita and a cheese and pickle sandwich.
What is he, pregnant?
Wait a minute, he is vegan.
How can he eat cheese?
And he says Americans probably think he means dill pickle, but it's not. It's an English type of pickle, so I'm not sure what that exactly means.
Suck it,
He's a
McCartney.
vegetarian.
He's a vegetarian.
They're
He's not
amazing.
vegan.
English
He's not?
pickles are the
No.
best.
He's vegetarian.
I didn't know that. I thought he was vegan. Well, that's interesting.
Yes. But he says he loves his cheese and pickle sandwiches. He says it's basic, simple, hits the spot, and it's his favorite sandwich.
Cheese
Do you
and
guys
pickle
do?
sandwich.
I do pickles on my grilled cheese. Like that's how we grew up with them, either on the side or on it. Like that was just a part of the meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
They serve them like that in restaurants a lot. You
Yeah.
get a pickle next to a sandwich.
You got a song for us, Pat?
No, I'm just saying that Paul McCartney really wants a Chick-fil-A. But he's a vegan almost every day. But he really wants a Chick-fil-A. But he can't get them on Sunday.
Hey, Uncrustable also has a hazelnut spread, like a Nutella.
Oh, keep it.
Yeah, they can have that
You don't like
Yeah.
Nutella?
I hate Nutella.
Me too.
Not
Like,
Nutella.
hey,
it's
your brain thinks this is going to be chocolate. Nope.
chocolate flavored hazelnut spread.
Boo,
Sucks.
sucks,
I want
terrible.
chocolate flavored
Why
chocolate.
don't they just why don't they just hazelnut? No, chocolate.
yeah.
Chocolate flavored chocolate.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
Hello and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Good timing.
There's Christy Lee at the Sideline News Desk.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Peanut butter?
Jess Hooker's here. Uncrustables, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best.
They are.
Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chicksty.
Chicksty.
You know what?
I want to do this one.
I wanted to try Chicksty on for size. Nobody cared for it. I won't do it again.
All right, sir. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk with a bite of Uncrustable in my mouth, and here's Tom.
Got this nice letter about eating the Uncrustables.
Yeah.
Comes to us from Bob. The combination of protein from the peanut butter and sugar from the jelly gives both short-term and long-term energy. It's the perfect sports snack.
Yeah, good after workouts.
Thank you, Bob.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're enjoying some Uncrustables.
It's Sandwich Day here on the show. Talked about Paul McCartney's sandwich. We've been talking about Uncrustables.
Did we find out what sandwich he ate?
A
And I
recent
missed it?
survey
Oh,
reveals.
pickles and cheese.
Pickles and cheese. Where were you?
I didn't hear that.
That's
As
a
a great man
stunner.
once told me, when you start talking, I stop listening. I don't know what it is.
So he said something about
What?
an English pickle. Do you know what that is?
Oh, yeah, I said English pickles are the best. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
We can't do this.
We're going to recap the last 10 minutes real quick.
Maybe could we get back to that exciting thing about how they're going to pick the
College
teams
football
for
playoff?
college football? They're
You're
going to
gonna have
spend 3 years
questions.
talking about that. No,
We're
I'm
going to
not.
talk sandwiches.
Okay.
A recent survey reveals the type of sandwiches that reign supreme here in the United States,
Oh, well,
not in England.
It's cheeseburgers.
2,000 Americans were surveyed in honor of National Sandwich Day, which is November 3rd. So we should have been waiting. Well, anyway, researchers found that our favorite sandwich is
Ham.
grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
No.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled
I've never heard of grilled
No, let me,
cheese.
presumably
Holy
then,
hell.
Going with the
I have a
hello
question.
in here. What?
I would assume then that they are not including hamburgers and cheeseburgers as sandwiches.
No, they're not.
Those aren't sandwiches.
Those aren't sandwiches.
Are
What are they?
hot dog sandwiches?
No, hamburgers are hamburgers. They are ground beef.
I think they would, in the Venn diagram of food, you've got your bread, your meat in the middle, and more bread. I think they're sandwiches.
I totally see what you're saying, but I do
No.
not think most people categorize
What
those
do
as sandwiches.
old men call cheeseburgers? And
I
hamburgers?
love when old guys say, "Can I please have a hamburger sandwich?" I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is classic.
But
Yes.
I do not
You
consider
think
them
it's
sandwiches.
redundant? It's like saying ATM machine?
A little bit.
Yeah, I see.
Or my honey's into ATM. Yeah, same thing.
But I would not consider a cheeseburger a sandwich.
Wait a minute, are you taking? That's some ass matter.
Well, now the
reference,
kids
of course.
say ATM and it means at this moment, and I had to look that up.
What?
Yeah.
It does?
Oh yeah. At this moment. Yeah.
What is that? A text thing?
Yep. I got that the other day.
Doesn't
from
it
one of my
also
kids.
mean buttocks and oral?
Ass to
Yes,
mouth.
Tom, but
That's awfully
when you're
direct.
not gross.
No,
it
it's
means at
not
this
me.
moment.
It's Chick's the one who just
Your
is
ATM.
touting his knowledge of.
When they use ATM, is it a request or is it like a YouPorn category? What is it?
Yeah.
Like, why do you use it?
Oh, it's a porno thing? Is that right?
I think
Well,
it's
if you use it
yeah.
that way.
Yes. What do you think?
I think it's a degradation thing.
Okay.
Like, hey, it was just there, now it's here. Take
well,
that.
there's all
okay.
kinds of letters if you want to talk. JOI?
Yes.
What? We're talking sandwiches.
Sorry.
You know what? I don't think we are.
Joy to the world.
What's? Tell them what JOI is.
I'd rather not hear. Could we just move on? Christy, what kind of sandwiches are number
Grilled
2?
cheese is number 1, followed by chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chicken sandwich?
No. Well, if a chicken sandwich is a chicken sandwich, why isn't a cheeseburger sandwich? a
Right,
cheeseburger
Chick, you're
sandwich?
right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Maybe it's just
Because it's not called a chicken burger.
If they're saying it is in Korea.
Is it really?
Yes.
Should they call it a chicken
They have
burger?
a turkey burger.
Chicken
they have
burger.
chicken burger, ground chicken. Sure, you could.
Well, I
get
know,
that.
but they call these
The
just
breast?
a regular chicken breast, a chicken
Oh,
burger.
really?
Yeah.
They have,
I think sandwiches should be lunch meat or some
Right.
sort of deli.
And if they're
sliced
claiming
meat.
sliced deli chicken, I don't believe that that's number 2 at all.
because
No
it's not
way.
that good.
And it's not that pop. Yeah, exactly.
Gross.
It's awful.
Grilled cheese, followed by chicken, followed by turkey, followed by ham. Now, I would think ham would be right up there. And then tuna. So is tuna salad counted?
Yeah.
As a
Absolutely.
That's
sandwich?
what
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Tuna salad, chicken salad.
Do
Best
you
tuna
eat those
salad.
on a sandwich?
Tuna salad and chicken
What?
salad at convenience store. The best
Absolutely.
sandwiches in the
I
world.
agree.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Disgusting.
Something about it.
And then eggs, so I guess.
Egg salad?
And then peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter
Wait,
salad.
I don't believe this.
And meatball
Wait,
sandwiches.
you're telling me
last.
that there are 6 sandwiches ahead of peanut butter and jelly?
They must
I
have.
am.
I bet this adults.
Okay,
These are adults.
Oh.
1,000
Son
Americans.
Of a bit, if a meatball sandwich is a meatball sandwich, what the hell's the difference between a cheeseburger sandwich and a meatball sandwich?
He makes an excellent point.
Nothing.
No, meatball sandwich is a meatball.
Could we go back to talking about? Could we go back to talking about
meatball
college
sub.
football?
Not a sandwich.
Tom, what's your favorite sandwich?
I've seen meatball sandwich.
I am not really a sandwich guy. However, when I get one, I enjoy a classic club.
That's a
sandwich.
great sandwich.
That's a
Good
wonderful
one.
sandwich.
With bacon and avocado.
Oh yes,
Really?
an occasional BLT.
Bacon.
Now, I've seen it with avocado, known
turkey.
as a California club.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Whenever they add avocado to something, California.
Yeah.
And I immediately don't want it.
And sprouts.
No, it's like the whole thing with L.A. Law on TV.
Yeah.
They think they're so special. L.A. Law. You seen the new show L.A. Janitor? That's not just any vomit. That's Hollywood vomit. It's better than you.
I always love when businesses use Hollywood. There was a place in some suburb in St. Louis, Hollywood Tan. And every time we drove by, I go, you think George Clooney's in there? They got a way bigger laugh here than it ever did with my friend.
Yeah. It's Hollywood proctology. He's a busy man.
I got an email. Hey, Chick, could you please give us more details on how the 12 teams are picked for the college?
We're not done with sandwiches.
There's more?
Yeah.
right,
On
stand by, sir.
average, Americans eat 6 sandwiches per week.
What?
That's what it says.
That's high even
That's
for
very
me.
high.
And nearly half of respondents said they could live on sandwiches alone for the rest of their lives.
Wouldn't you think, and is it fair to say that sandwiches are, well, I guess now with breakfast sandwiches, see, that may be why
that
that's
could
skewed
be.
like
Those
that.
are good.
Because most people, I would think back in the day, sandwich equals lunch.
I have a question, and I want it honestly answered by you, because you're the only answer that you're going to recognize.
Of course.
Is open-faced sandwich a legitimate term?
Yes, absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
isn't it
just-
funny?
It not just made up by white trash people. It's open-faced sandwich. I've never heard it by anybody but my family and me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And extended.
So is a turkey Manhattan an open face sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Delicious. There's bread underneath it.
Okay. What
And
is
then-
there
and
any
then
others?
I know Christy is famous for the so-called Monte Cristo.
Oh, I love Monte Cristo.
yes.
You know, want to explain what that is?
A Monte Cristo is 2 pieces of bread, ham, cheese, and you fry it up, and then you sprinkle
You
powdered
deep-
sugar on it.
You deep fry it?
Mm-hmm.
And powdered sugar?
What am I
It's
thinking
crazy.
of?
That's
a Monte Cristo?
I thought a Monte Cristo was, so what is this sandwich where it's a regular sandwich, like you said, ham and cheese and maybe something else, but then there's more cheese on top and you like broil that.
There are croque madames.
That's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
And
yeah.
there are
Croque monsieur.
horseshoes in.
Okay.
Isn't that similar?
Is that a
Or a hot
Midwestern?
brown is kind of that's a Kentucky thing.
Okay, I'm getting closer to what I'm going to ask about. You've got roast beef sandwich, mashed potatoes on the whole thing, and then gravy all over it.
That's like a.
Oh, that's a
Manhattan.
coronary. That's a coronary.
It is. That's a beef Manhattan.
Beef Manhattan. There you go.
Okay, all right,
Yes.
I'm clear.
Well, you
Can
guys like
have
a Reuben?
You can have a turkey.
Yeah.
No, my husband eats turkey Reubens. That's one of his
That's good.
favorites.
Nobody asked about your husband.
Is that with Thousand Island?
Yep.
Yeah, I like those.
I love a Reuben, but I sometimes am embarrassed to order them because I'm not an 85-year-old.
Oh, it's okay.
Have you
I
seen
don't
the
wanna-
movie?
I don't
Have you
wanna
seen the
order-
movie Reuben? That's a sandwich hanging from the ceiling.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, that's so inside
Is that
funny.
that's
a Tom Conti
joke? I thought it was a Tom Conti joke.
Wow.
Did Tom Conti hang himself?
Oh my God.
That's
First of all,
And he was in a movie called Reuben.
I didn't even know he was sick. Secondly,
We cannot stay on a topic for 3 seconds.
I'd like to have a double feature.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
No, author, Reuben. What else can we put on there?
Sirhan. No, wait a minute.
that's not a movie.
Now we couldn't have Tora, unless we
There's
didn't show the last third.
Oh, these are all great ideas for jokes.
Dear Tom,
we'll polish them.
The smallest border with Canada is New Hampshire, not Idaho.
I was asking.
Buddy. We could have Buddy.
Evidently, Columbia didn't teach geography.
No, I didn't state it was. I was asking. I said, isn't that it? I was wrong.
Unorthodox ingredients people add to their sandwiches coming up.
Rochelle.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Rochelle.
Or
One
erotic
young woman's-
journey from Milan to Minsk. Oh, yeah.
Starring Bette Midler.
Now,
The stage play.
coming up, we have
My breakfast?
we have an interesting event that took place at a casino. Yikes is the answer, and we have a guy that the importance of opening your eyes while walking.
So,
if you have vision.
so Reuben's a movie.
Yeah, never mind.
So
you don't-
Tom Conti didn't kill himself.
No, not the real Tom.
Okay.
Character.
Okay.
now, it was a joke meant for an elite few.
Why is it, you know why it's called Reuben?
Why?
Because that's the dog's name. He says it twice before he dies.
Oh,
the dog comes in, knocks the chair down.
That's,
Spoiler alert!
You already spoiled it.
Rosebud was a sled.
What?
Well, now you spoiled that.
This is one of those awful 60s movies, right? That you
No, it's
Duddy
very,
Kravitz.
really very good. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Time to remind ourselves that we need to help ourselves, and this is what therapy is all about. Therapy's helped thousands of people, and it could help you. And BetterHelp is a way to access therapy in a much more elegant manner because the therapy is done online, so it's a lot more convenient and a lot more flexible. Well, the way it works is you'll fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists, by the way, anytime, no additional charge. Then the therapy itself is actually done online, so you can do it in the privacy of wherever you want to be. You can do it with your smartphone, with your laptop, whatever works for you. And it's about whenever it works for you and wherever it works for you. So here's what you do. You go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The /BT Show part will knock 10% off your first month. Once again, that's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And look inside yourself a little bit, and it'll be very helpful for you, perhaps, and see what I'm talking about. Once again, just visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, as I mentioned, open your eyes while walking outside. There are things there that you might run into. We'll hear about that. And also jaywalking in New York City. What's happening with that? Well, it's in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Congratulations once again going out to Terry Black of Bakersfield, California. Week 8 winner in our special Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. And you can be a winner as well. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Also operating right now, it's that Orange Insoles contest. You could win yourself a very nice television, a 4K smart TV, and a wooden dartboard, courtesy of Orange Insoles. Details again at bobandtom.com/contest. We're talking sandwiches with Christy Lee.
Some of the more unorthodox ingredients people add to their sandwiches include potato chips.
I love that.
Yeah, Tom used to do that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
that's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Gives a nice little
It's
crunch.
a specific sandwich,
Yeah,
right?
For children.
No, I'm kind of. Pat's right, but
Yes.
I like it on peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
I like it on tuna salad.
What?
I do.
Do you ever put French fries on your burger?
No, I don't like that either.
If they're the string fries, I'm with you
Yeah.
there. If they're the shoestring ones.
Kind of fun, kind of fun.
Yeah.
Sure,
right.
there's a lot of fun to be had.
Here's one, baked bananas.
No.
Who bakes a banana?
Elvis.
Remember, what am I going to
No.
say, Tom? Remember when we used the Krispy Kreme donuts for buns on a cheeseburger?
And they were great.
So
It's
tired of
just,
that.
right down the same, something sweet like that on a sandwich.
Yeah, we
That's
thought
amazing.
we thought it would be
Yeah,
awful,
it
and
was
we
good.
took the Krispy Kreme donut, made of hamburger buns. They were amazing. Now,
Jalapeno.
Josh, I happen to know the secret to Elvis's famous fried
I know.
banana sandwich.
I know you do.
Hang on a second before you tell that story, Tom. Hang on, I got to take care of something here. Okay.
This is number
I'll tell you,
43.
Jess, since you're the best chef here.
Uh-huh.
This is actually very. Someone's going to do this weekend, and because you think you just take 2 pieces of bread, put the bananas in, and deep fry it,
You
but
would
no,
think. Yeah.
you don't.
You don't. Okay.
You toast the bread in a toaster, then put the bananas in, then deep fry it.
Blew my mind.
Don't you have to put
that-
peanut butter and
Gives it a little bit of
Banana?
crispness.
That makes sense. Yeah,
a
that
little bit
makes
of peanut
sense.
butter, make it good.
And you wonder why he died on the toilet.
There was spackle in there. All right.
16 pounds, and what do you get?
Had a lot in
Impacted bowel and last breath.
I think we're done with sandwiches. Hey, a woman
Wait
is...
a minute.
We're going to talk about jalapeno peppers.
You're missing the most important
Jalapeno
statistic
jelly.
here.
What is the most important?
I'll ask you, Miss Hooker.
Okay.
What percentage of people? What percentage of people, according to this survey, cut off the crust when they make a sandwich?
Oh, percentage? 28%.
20%.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty high. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Because these are adults.
Well, that seems like something you would have insisted on being done for you by your mother.
You know he did.
And you would talk about yourself in the third
youth,
person.
As a youth, that is correct.
Do you cut your sandwiches?
My jejune ways have left me. I eat the crust now.
Your religion has nothing to do with
Please
it.
keep it out of it.
Do you cut your sandwich?
Paula, will you cut the crust off my sandwich? Why, of course, Tommy.
Yes, I
love
do. And I like to cut them.
Rectangle or
I
triangle?
like to cut them into triangles.
Yeah.
Because that way you get the
perfect bite.
3-point. Yes, it's
Yeah.
much better.
And one more night, Tommy, of me giving you a shower because you're too big to shower.
Eat your kraut.
Your Schwanzstücke is gigantic.
30% cut their sandwiches into rectangles, 35% into triangles, and 30% prefer sandwiches whole and uncut.
I see.
That's me.
No, Josh.
Whole and uncut?
What is your technique when you? And I will answer this. I will answer this question because last night.
He's asking me something, and then he's going to answer the question.
No, for myself. Last night we had ham and cheese sliders.
Delicious.
And what's the
chili?
Yeah, kind of a chili.
Now, I hope they were on Hawaiian
They
slider.
were. They're
Okay,
delicious.
yeah.
Now, here's my question: when eating one of those, and they're
Tiny.
tiny, do you put it down, or do you?
What?
Yes. Do you put it down on the plate
You're
after,
an awful sandwich. You
after
suck.
you've taken a bite? And you just keep it in your hand, or do you put it down, chat for a while, pick it back up, and?
Honestly, I think it depends.
Are you dipping?
I bet in my life it's 50-50.
Really?
Yes.
Your situation would
Now,
dictate.
comedically, are you hoping
That he just does it in one bite?
Yes, that there would be nothing to put down.
Right.
That would have really made my weekend.
I see.
No, because I don't put it. I found myself yesterday, picked one up, No, they have those little plates, those
Well,
little Hawaii, little Halloween plates.
You know,
I didn't even bother picking one up.
You know it's the truth, and you get a little irritated when but you eat like you're in prison.
You eat really fast.
I was in a hurry.
Really
I had to go
And
take the
now
dogs out.
here's Tom having a sandwich.
That's actually true.
That is true.
When I'm on the air, I'm in a hurry.
What kind of cheese was it?
In a rodeo.
It was delicious. I didn't make them.
Okay.
I've seen him eat at lunch like that.
Were they cold or hot?
They were hot. They were fantastic.
That's great.
You're eating bread now?
I love to hear it.
It was Halloween. He could have a treat.
All right.
Yes.
All
I
right.
got a little mini slider there.
What did you have?
What'd you have?
What'd you have to eat
Vegan
last
boy.
night?
I had half a cucumber.
Is that right?
Jealous?
No, I mean,
Did
but
you
who did you eat last night?
It was date night, but a gentleman never tells.
Boy, you should hear Patty. It sounds like a werewolf movie.
You make the num num sound. Num 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 num.
I sometimes do.
I still can't believe that
So embarrassing.
peanut butter and jelly is that low on that list.
Again, it's adults. It makes sense for grown-ups that they
don't eat peanut butter and jelly
I
anymore.
will never grow out of peanut butter.
You never think of peanut butter and jelly for
No.
some reason. I
And a
don't know why
meatball sandwich, that's
It's no different than a cheeseburger or hamburger.
Never
Very
had a
different. Yes,
meatball
it's very
sandwich.
different.
It's different.
Seems like a lot of
And you
Entirely
eat it
different.
in a hoagie roll, which
Yes.
is really a
Thank
sandwich
you. It's a
thing.
sub. It's a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I think you don't make at home, really, do you?
No.
With leftover meatballs, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I noticed one thing not on the list: lettuce wraps.
That's because they're trash.
You don't like them at all?
Unless I'm trying to drop weight, no.
I don't know, man.
I think they're
like
getting
Drop
delicious.
weight. What are you wrestling now?
Some days.
I think it's delicious too.
P.F.
do
Chang's
too.
lettuce wraps.
Those
Wonderful.
are incredible.
Yeah, I love them.
Even when Hardee's for a while
Had the burgers. in between?
wrapped in lettuce, and it was good.
Is there like a
good. Good for you
vegan?
guys.
Is there a vegan hip hop artist that calls himself Lettuce Wrap?
There will be.
There will be now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
He gets up there. Let us rap.
He would have to be a vegan religious. Let us
rap. Maybe I bet there are a lot of prayers written out in hip hop form.
Come on.
Could we move on?
I bet there's a whole service in hip hop.
peace be with you, and also with you. I need a rhyme.
With you, there's a lot of them.
An MC James version.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I bet
No,
there
it'd
is.
just be King James. King James, the
I bet there
religious
is.
rapper.
I bet there is a rap version.
LL King James.
Hello, King James.
I virtually guarantee someone's done that. But right now, it is time for a palate cleanser, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
And of course, the best way to clean one's palate in this world, as far as I'm concerned, is like this.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
No, I thought our moth that came in here today died, but he reared his ugly head again.
No, he did.
What did Mick Jagger do when he saw a dead moth in his dressing room?
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing. Rolling Stones don't gather moths.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Rolling Stones gather no moths.
Nevertheless,
You know what it was.
I got the gist of
That was exciting as hell, I'll tell you that.
Timely.
got a
Right on
rock
point.
got a rock and roll feel to it. It had everything you
Yes,
need.
yes.
Truth in there. We did have a moth here earlier.
Oh, it's still here.
Oh, is it really?
We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What else is happening over
A
there?
woman is suing a Pennsylvania casino claiming she was, quote, doused in fecal matter while playing the slot machine.
Yeah, where'd you get this story, Christy?
Doused.
Gee, I wonder, chick. Miss
Doused.
Rita Romagnoli and her husband Robert said they were at the Live Casino at the Westmoreland Mall in July when a sewage pipe burst, drenching Miss Romagnoli with human fecal matter.
Oh, my God.
Her attorney, Joseph...
You know, she said, "Hey, I'm not playing craps."
That is silly.
Her attorney, Joseph Hoddock Jr., said she was hospitalized days later with bacterial pneumonia.
Oh,
Sure.
Well,
she
I would
was.
think
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
How that
Her
happened.
attorney said, yeah.
Yeah, she spent
And a
15
wicked case of pink eye, probably.
15 days in the hospital because of the casino's negligence, according to her lawsuit. The couple is seeking $30,000 in damages. The woman told KDKA it's a little...
Pittsburgh, first organized...
First radio
That's right.
station. Thank you.
It's a little suspect that the same thing happened to this lady.
It's happened. They have an issue apparently with their plumbing. So the larger point here is I'm sure they'll just end up giving her some cash or chips.
This is my favorite thing.
This is a story he came up with.
David,
He's fascinated with defecation, and now he's acting like it's irritating.
I read it just like he told me to.
Of course you did.
But we didn't respond the way he wanted us.
No.
to.
Is that the problem?
That is the problem.
Is that what's troubling you, Bunky?
Let me ask you this. Would you accept $30,000 to be encased
How much?
in a plume of fecal material?
No.
That's too low.
That is not enough money.
I tell you what, I'd do it for $50,000.
But 15 days in a hospital probably cost her $200,000.
Yeah, why didn't she go for a lot of money?
After taxes.
If I'm not hospitalized, I'll take the $30,000.
I think $30,000 is low. I'm just
think
kidding.
it's very low.
To be doused in.
I wouldn't.
And
make a
apparently,
stipulation of being
it goes on to say that someone else claims that they had an issue at the same casino prior to this.
Hospitalized would be fine for me. I need a nap, so that'd be absolutely fine.
That is rough. And I guess she had just had. I guess when she had just pulled the one-armed bandit thing and had 3 bars. So talk about bad luck.
Oh man!
Authorities in Florida say a man slammed into a telephone pole.
Yeah, he did.
While fleeing from deputies. The police had just busted him for drug possession during a traffic stop, according to the Hernando County Sheriff's Office.
They don't have a station; they have a hideaway.
Hernando's hideaway.
Now,
the 39-year-old.
That's legitimately from the 50s.
Do you know the stage play?
I believe it's Pajama Game.
That is correct.
But we're coming up on 50 again. You know that.
That is a great song.
39-year-old.
It's not.
Are you kidding?
Hernando's Hideaway.
I like Hernando's Hideaway.
Chop, chop.
Do you know how it goes, Miss Hooker?
No.
You don't know Hernando's Hideaway?
No.
No. You will absolutely recognize
As soon as you
it.
hear it, you'll know it.
But there's no reason for you to know the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying sometimes it's like he's speaking another language.
Oh, yeah,
I
I know he is.
I don't
He's
know.
speaking
I never
ancient.
know. I never know what he's talking about.
In the ancient
He
world.
speaks a dead tongue.
He really does.
Says you have it.
I know a dark, secluded place. Place
Remember this?
where no
You heard this?
one knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. Oh,
Recognize that?
I don't. I'm sorry.
okay.
I really don't.
It's okay, Jess. You
Yeah,
shouldn't.
you're fine.
Maybe if I
Okay.
play the original version from the play, you'll recognize it.
Oh,
no.
He's actually
39-year-old Scott Schwerian and 36-year-old woman Heidi Reynolds were pulled over in Spring Hill, Florida during
By
a
who?
search by the Hernando County Sheriff's Office.
They don't have a station, Pat. They have a hideaway.
You already said that, right?
No, he knows.
No, he's
Oh, wait,
doubling
well, now that I
down.
heard the song,
Guys.
I get it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing it
The
again.
man is trying to hurt us. He likes to inflict pain.
Deputies found various pills, blah, 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 blah. He was running away, ran into a pole. There you go.
Where was
Here we go.
This is the better version,
Yeah.
right?
Where no one knows your face.
Oh, it's a little more up tempo. I'll give you
Okay.
that.
Of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway.
Isn't that great?
You see,
Isn't that great? What sort of memory does this conjure up for you?
My dad would listen to this
Oh, there you go.
soundtrack. Yeah, he'd have it.
That's
Is that
why.
because he couldn't walk, so he couldn't get up and change the music?
That's why my father had polio. Nothing funnier, right, chick? Yeah, there he was in his iron lung trying to make a living.
Somebody change the damn music!
He loved that. Hernando's Hideaway.
Well, why didn't you tell us
It's
that?
a snappy tune. It's
fine.
fun. Yeah.
Now it seems like we're all dead.
Now, suffering through
just
the
you.
pajama game, admittedly, is a little rough.
Yeah, what is that about? The pajama game.
It's kind of like how to
cornering
succeed in business, sort of a thing.
They're
Doris
cornering
Day, I think, was in the
market
movie.
of pajamas.
But the story is funny. This guy runs. He's fleeing from police. He just runs directly into a pole.
Yeah.
You know, what an idiot! You see the mugshot, and you can still see where his nose is all red.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
And this guy was a dirtbag. I mean, you see fentanyl and syringes, and well, the good news is the telephone pole's okay. It looks okay in the picture.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
He may be damaged, but
In New York City, where struggles between pedestrians and motorists are constant, jaywalking laws
I'm walking
have
here.
been on the books since 1958 and carried a penalty of up to $250, but not anymore. Jaywalking is now legal in New York City.
Oh, well, this won't cause any problems.
Legislation passed by the city council last month officially became law over the weekend after Mayor Eric Adams declined to take action, and it permits pedestrians to cross a roadway at any point, including outside of a sidewalk, or crosswalk I meant, and allows for crossing against traffic signals.
Is it possible that every law he ever enacted was going to be repealed as soon as he goes to jail here at any time at all, right?
Well, this has been anti-jaywalking laws have been around for a long time.
Yeah,
still illegal though. Be jaywalking. It takes a very talented hooker.
I was going to say.
Oh, you're going to need.
You ever try to walk and chew gum?
Yeah, you ever strap roller skates to your knees? What the hell are you talking about?
She has to kneel on a skateboard.
Wow, that is one busy whore.
Yeah, and a busy John too.
Yeah, I can't stop. I gotta go.
And a very complicated joke. It makes Hernando's Hideaway look elegant.
Did you guys realize jaywalking dates back to the early 20th century?
Yes.
And it has roots in Midwestern slang for a country bumpkin or rube.
That's right.
What is that? How?
I don't know.
Hey,
it's in the
jaywalker.
story, according to Merriam-Webster.
Why did they call it jaywalking? Where did that come from?
Maybe a guy named Jay couldn't walk
So
straight.
were country bumpkins referred to as jays?
Yes, because birds live in the country.
Birds?
Yeah, like a blue jay.
Blue jay.
You got your purple jay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You got to get back to your joke. You got your group A of J's and then your BJ's, and then
I stand by BJ walking. I don't care.
I love that show. Who was that?
Shatner.
Shatner, BJ Walker. Oh, wait a minute. That was Texas Ranger.
And he was BJ.
The term jaywalking originated in Kansas City in 1906, first written down in 1909 in the Kansas City Star. A term was used to describe people who lacked sidewalk etiquette and was similar to the term jay driver, which referred to drivers who drove on the wrong side of the road. The word jay is a derogatory term that means a greenhorn or rube.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of got to the base of it, but why does jay mean?
I'm telling you, it's bird-based.
If it is, I will be shocked.
The term jaywalking took on
probably wrong.
You and I both.
In the 1920s, the automobile industry launched a propaganda campaign to blame pedestrians for pedestrian casualties. The campaign included shifting blame. The auto industry blamed pedestrians for accidents instead of the drivers. Carding pedestrians. Local car firms had Boy Scouts hand out cards to pedestrians explaining jaywalking, and advertisements and comic strips. The auto industry used advertisements and comic strips to ridicule people who walked in the streets. And jaywalking became a term.
Well, it's now legal in New York, so I'm jaywalking here. It's Dustin Hoffman.
No, it is legal in New York.
Yes,
it is legal now.
Now it's legal.
Now it's legal.
Okay. Now, you know what else is legal?
Raycon, their everyday earbuds, and man, were they great before. Well, they're out of this world now because that's right. Raycon's latest product update. They've added new features, and that includes 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once. The new quick charge function, that means 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery.
Is that me?
Nope.
You know
Active noise cancellation.
No wonder I can't turn it off.
Available in new fun colors like blush violet and forest green. And Raycons come with a 30-day guarantee. So if you need to return them, I've never heard of such thing, that is easy as well. Stop all the fuss and don't even talk about the muss. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20 to 50% off site-wide. You'll get up to 50% off everything at Raycon's website. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom one more time. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, a little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Friday starts the weekend.
Get your guitar out, Pat.
Okay.
He's pulling his strings.
While he gets ready there, I want to remind you, one of my favorite comedians is Mr. Greg Hahn, working with one of my favorite comedians, Mr. Willie G. That's going to be at Go Bananas.
My son is one of my favorite comedians.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's his son.
That's Go Bananas, Cincinnati. Check it out this evening. Now, Pat, we were talking about sandwiches. Yes. And we little survey here. The number one sandwich in America, the grilled cheese, followed by chicken. Way down the list, peanut butter and jelly. I'm now getting more and more skeptical of this list. Apparently, it was adults only. I want to say a special hello to Chris in Texas, by the way.
Okay.
Took the time and trouble to write us to say...
Is it Chris Ledoux? He's probably from Texas.
No, it's Chris B. He says, I'm a garbage truck driver. I'm currently sitting in a landfill in Itasca, Texas, with 2 Uncrustables in my lunchbox. I am fixin' to eat.
Yeah!
Uncrustables are fantastic. And like Josh, I'm a huge PB&J fan.
Heck yeah, Chris.
Uncrustables are simple, easy to grab, throw in a lunchbox, and go.
He's right.
We always have a box in the freezer. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Good luck today.
You're a good man, Chris.
Hard work. Now, I'm sure that just like Josh, if someone were to butter them and cook them up for you in a air fryer, you'd throw them away.
It's just completely unnecessary.
And then
It's
when you bite
overkill.
into it, there's a slit. You
What?
A what?
Open it with your tongue and
Okay,
you just
okay.
lick
Now-
that jelly out of there. and
Also
then-
on the
What?
list, the so-called hot brown sandwich,
right?
Which is a Kentucky thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
The famous hot brown. And Pat, I believe you have a tribute to the hot brown.
What hotel is the
Brown Hotel?
The Brown Hotel.
I don't know. I don't know if I remember that. Hot brown supper in the city.
Yeah.
Turkey, bacon, ham, it don't look pretty. Lots of gravy and not a little bit. It's a favorite of the Louisville City. Gravy all around, slices of bread, large piece of turkey bigger than your head. But at night your tummy aches. Lay down, that hot brown bakes. Come on, try to go all night. Squeeze those cheeks real tight. It's a bummer, it ain't pretty after supper in the city. Hot brown supper in the city.
I'm so sorry I asked.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was
Your
lovely.
favorite.
No, the hot brown.
Here's audio of me eating a hot brown.
And then he has his dessert.
I love that.
No. Oh, okay. Hear that Spanish-sounding guitar?
Yeah.
Another version.
This is the original Broadway cast.
Secluded place, a place where no
You like this?
one knows your face.
Yeah, I thought you
A
might.
glass
I do.
of wine,
All right.
a fast embrace.
I'm not just kissing
It's
his ass.
called Hernando's Hideaway.
She got aggressive.
No, you see, Hernando's Hideaway.
That's the one I like the most.
A lot of things are happening at Hernando's Hideaway. You can only imagine. In the 50s.
Like to burn it down.
Before they'd invented it.
It was the Studio 54 of its day.
Time now to review.
Time now to review. October, we hardly knew ye. November 1st.
And this will once again present us with yet another Chick McGee impression.
Okay.
As was
Which
said earlier,
one would that be?
that's your impression of the Smucker's
Mason
voice
Adams.
guy.
Schmuckers.
We begin with the birthday of one of your best impressions, of course, 1942, Larry Flint, the pornographer.
That's why I sit down in the Bob and Tom Show.
That is good.
The First Amendment said the Bill of Rights, free speech in America. I'm Tom Griswold. My God.
Thank you very much.
Want to see a naked girl?
Larry Flint.
How about her movie? Show me your movie.
Hi, Larry. We know. I know you're a fan.
Born pioneer.
Movies in the...
All right, let's see. The great singer-songwriter Lyle Lovett, born in this state in 1957.
Go listen to Joshua Judge's Ruth again and get back to me. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Who's this? Oh, this guy's the head of Apple, right? Tim Cook?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, he owns a food truck. And
Tim Cook, me eat. I don't know.
I don't know, he said.
Isn't that who that is, Tim Cook?
Yes, we answered it.
Anthony Kiedis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, a man who can cover it up with just a sock.
Yep, sock on his dork.
Wow. That's a bold move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? I've thought about that for a lot of my life.
Have you?
You ever tried it?
No, I think no. But if your buddies are doing it, I think it's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah.
If everybody's on stage.
All right, boys, let's sock up.
Let's
Yeah.
sock up, baby. Let's do this.
How do you keep it on?
That's, I don't know.
I think it's those. It's probably those compression socks.
Probably some sort of tape involved, I would think.
Oh, you can't be too tight. It could.
And it would rip your hair out.
No, it'd turn blue and fall off.
When you found out it fell off because it was too tight, you tear your hair out. Is what
What if you got excited in it?
And next summer, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are touring with the Spice Girls. Remember that whole bit that one guy had where he put bands together? Yeah, it was very funny.
What was his name?
Pitta. Mark Pitta. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? 1512, Christy Lee.
Yes.
What opened for public viewing for the first time in 1512?
You know this. You've been.
You've been there.
1512, the Louvre.
No. I'll give you a hint.
Christian.
I said looking up at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Sistine Chapel.
The Sistine Chapel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I love that commercial with that Sears one coat. Hey, look at this.
And that was it was redone 15 times.
That's it.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, I was going to come to you, Paul Lynn.
I know.
I ruined.
You stepped on my grave.
1604, you'll like, this is for you, Pat Godwin.
What?
Shakespeare's Othello.
Pronounced
first
Othello.
appeared. And remember what the audience chanted? More! More!
Oh, my gosh.
The Moors of Venice. The Moor of Venice.
You're welcome. We like to end with a Shakespeare
Wrap
joke.
her up.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.